Yes, guys, how's it going? Hope we're all keeping well, and welcome back to another live stream. Gameweek 18, Christmas has come and passed, but today is the real Christmas for FPL managers. And eight Premier League games in the one day. Let me just move this mic over here one sec, it's caught in a wire. But eight Premier League games in the one day. It's going to be a hectic enough day today. Yeah, really looking forward to it. We will be there then as well. We have made one free transfer. For a Saka replacement. I've gone the Arsenal route once again. But yeah, we'll get into that in a bit. Hope everybody's keeping well. We've FTBL09, CR7LM10, two very frequent viewers of the deadline streams all every week. Hope you are keeping well, lads. Do let us know how your Christmas went. How was my Christmas? It was good. I was down with the cousins last night. Yeah, good to see the family while I'm home for Christmas. After this stream today, I'm meant to be going to Offaly to one of my friends, so it's about a 2-hour drive just to go out for the day. Then on the 28th, I'm going racing in Dublin, so I'm going to be all over for the next couple of days or so. But do let us know how your Christmas was, where you're watching from. Was Santi good to you? What did he get you? And yeah, what did I get? Probably George Savage was the best thing that I got, maybe, and a few clothes then as well. But yeah, send in your questions before the deadline. We've got 2 hours and 25 minutes, so we're up bright and early this morning. I did get home late, set the alarm early, so hopefully we'll have an enjoyable stream for the next 2.5 hours. Right, as always, if you are watching, head on down there, give the stream a like. Let's kind of push this out to a few more people if we can. We've 19 people watching at the moment, so fair play to you for getting up bright and early, like myself. I'm sure some heads are sore then as well if you were celebrating Christmas well. But we've got William in the chat then as well. CR7LM10 FTBL09. Good stuff. Right, Mike is grand. Just gonna turn it around a wee bit there. There we go. Lovely. Right, so we're gonna start off proceedings as normal anyway. Game week 17, 93 points for the game week, -4, which obviously takes it down to 89. But a great week last week for the team. Near a perfect week, as I said in my video during the week, only that we took out Rodgers for Ahmed, brought in Ahmed for -4. If I kept Rodgers in the team, I'd be well inside the top 50k now. But sure, look, doesn't matter. We're inside the top 100k. Fingers crossed we can get another. Fingers crossed we can get another green arrow. Maybe get close to the top 50k before the end of the year, and that'll be a great start to 2025. Yeah, right. Isak and Salah, obviously the stars of the game week last week. If you watch the video during the week, one of my friends were out doing the 12 pubs on Sunday as well in Galway, and one of my friends had Isak captain. He was given the big one before Liverpool played, and I told him what were the chances Salah's gonna outscore Isak. He said not at all, and of course the rest is history. Then 2 goals, 2 assists for Salah, 42 points. And needless to say, that shut him up for the rest of the evening. Yeah, but in fantasy terms, he stopped talking about it. Anyway, right, there we go. Right, 93 points of the week. I'm gonna probably show you my team now to show you my replacement. We'll leave it there for a sec. We'll keep the suspense. Anyway, if you're in the Patreon, if you're in the Discord, you know who I've taken in already. But yeah, let's go through the questions here. As always, if you wanna send in your team, send it under my tweet on Twitter, and we'll get through all the teams then before the deadline too. Right. What'll be first there? William, morning all, good man. William, hope you are keeping well and hope you enjoyed the Christmas. Hopefully we can get a green hour this week then too. What are we saying? Would you rather go for Bruno and Jesus Would you rather go Bruno or Jesus in, or Martinelli and Trent in? Crown. It all depends if you have Ahmed already, Diallo in the team already. Probably wouldn't go the Bruno route. Wouldn't be doubling up on double United attackers. If you don't have Ahmed, Bruno and Jesus is fine. I liked Trent this week. Obviously, when Liverpool last played Leicester in the same day I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. I remember I was in Dublin watching that game with no Trent in my team, and Trent got a goal and 3 assists, 24-point haul. So we'll see how he gets on this evening. There's talk if he's going to be rested. I don't think he is. Bradley's not even back into the squad yet. He's still injured, so can't see why he won't play. And that's probably, he got his attacking return last week. This game is probably set up for a monster haul for Trent. We'll get into the Saka replacements also, and why I went for this player over other certain players. I was tempted by the Liverpool lads. It's just the minutes, even with Diaz then as well. Even with Jota, we'll get Diaz up with a sec anyway. But Trent anyway, 3 returns in his last 4. I brought him in, I think, Gameweek 14 was it for that Newcastle game, I think. But at least he got his assist last week. Liverpool defence still isn't quite there, but sure they should be keeping a clean sheet against Leicester. But we'll see how they get on tonight. Right then, what else have we then? But Crown to answer you, probably Martinelli and Trent in there, to be fair. Daniel, Brighton nearly blame my 4-year-old. I hope she had a good Christmas anyway, or he or she had a good Christmas, and Santi was good to he or she as well. Is Palmer a good replacement for Saka? Already of Jackson, yeah. If you don't have Palmer, get him in there. As I said in the video during the week, I left out Saka and Palmer from the best replacements because you should have them anyway already. But yeah, get Palmer in if you don't have him. He's an absolute must in as well himself and Salah. Let us know what you think about the template being broken then as well. I think it's a good thing for the team, to be honest with you. It's gonna break up the template even more. There's so many good options for a Saka replacement then too. But yeah, I think it's a good thing. Not ideal for using me transfers when I was trying to save them up before 24, before the managers come into play. But anyway, it's done now. He's out until March. Arteta said he could be back before the end of the season, which doesn't sound great even at all in that retrospect. But yeah, let's see. Michael O'Connor in the chat. Michael, hope you are keeping well. Let's get your message up first, because I know you sent us a message yesterday, so apologies for not getting back to you then. What were you saying yesterday, Michael? Where are you here now? On Discord. Let's get you up. Or did you send me a message yesterday? Am I dreaming that? You did. Merry Christmas, everyone. 0.8 in the bank. 3 free transfers. Any suggestions here? So 3 free transfers for Michael. Raya, Caldwell, Hall, Gabriel, Bowen, Palmer, Bruno Fernandes, Salah, Joe Pedro, Cunha, and Isak. Rodgers on the bench, which is fair enough over Bowen. I'd be playing Bowen away to Southampton. Anyone you can bring in there, or would you just roll? I think just roll Michael then as well. 4 free transfers next week. You're lucky you didn't have Saka, so you don't need a replacement for him. So good to go there. Fresh out today, fair play for doing this, Michael. No bother at all. I did get back from my cousins late last night. I got back around 2 o'clock, to be honest with you. But we weren't drinking. We were playing board games and that. So a wee bit tired this morning. But we're up and ready to go on you. Right then, Howie there. Alright, that's all good. Get that up. Making sure we're all okay. Yeah, still live anyway. Right. If you haven't liked the stream, head on down there, give the stream a like. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you could head on down there, subscribe to the channel. We're exactly 30 subs off hitting 7.2k. So if we could hit that on today's stream, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Right then, who else have in the chat? Yeah, if you don't have Palmer, get Palmer in there. CR7 LM10, it's 12:37 on my country. What country is that? Is that Gabon? No? Eating lunch right now. I don't think it's Gabon, is it? Or maybe it is. Do let us know what country that is. Haven't seen that flag before. Or maybe I have. It looks like Gabon, but maybe it isn't. Hey, I'm not going to be able to stick around for today. That's all good. Who are you recommending for the Saka move? Right, let's get straight into the Saka things then. And then why I've gone this route then anyway. Right, so I've gone for Odegaard. Just on the basis he's going to be on penalties. He's going to be on set pieces. Fair enough, he hasn't been returning well. 4 blanks is it in his last 4, yeah. But I think it's his time to step up now. First off, a fixture wise, anyway, Ipswich, obviously, Brentford, Brighton are 3 good fixtures for Arsenal over the next couple of game weeks. Very, very dodgy defences between the 3 of them. Brighton definitely out of favour then as well, so could be looking to move on Joe Pedro next week. But I've gone Odegaard for the short and simple reason: penalties, set pieces, and I do expect 2 to 3 goals at least for Arsenal in that game. So that's why I've gone Odegaard. If you're looking at Diaz, what put me off Diaz on I really wanted a Liverpool attacker, I won't lie. I Really wanted a Liverpool attacker just for that Leicester game, because that could be 4 or 5 goals for Liverpool in that game easily. But when you look at Diaz here, this is when Jota isn't in the team either. 2 starts bench, 1 start bench, 1 start bench, 62 bench. So he's in and out of the team. Even though with that Leicester game, then off the back of 2 goals last week, I wouldn't be surprised if he puts Gakpo and maybe even Jota or Gakpo and Nunes through the middle, just to keep everybody happy, and then focus on the West Ham United game thereafter. Really wanted Jota as well. If Jota starts tonight, that could be two, three returns easily for Jota if he does. There's talk of Salah getting benched. Not a chance Salah gets benched in the form he's in. 30 minutes for 32, 33 minutes for Jota over the last 2 games. A goal against Fulham off the bench, and I think he had a chance against Spurs. Am I right in saying that? I think he did. I really wanted Jota, but it's just the minutes with Jota. Probably could have went a big risk on him and then went to Foden next week then as well. I said that in my video next week for after the Everton game. Not expecting City to do. They'll probably get the win. Not expecting them to get too many goals against Everton this morning, or this afternoon, the early kick-off. But I like the look of City's fixtures after this week. So if we get Foden up here, if Odegaard doesn't impress, is he 9.1 million? What? Jeez, I didn't think Foden was 9.1. Wow, that's news to me. Jesus Christ, I thought he was around 8.2, 8.3. Did not know he was that expensive. But anyway, after this, Leicester, West Ham, Brentford, Ipswich. 4 very... How is Brentford away? 4 for City on the difficult rating. I know City are absolutely shocking, but that's very surprising. Anyway, though, Leicester, West Ham, Brentford, Ipswich, they should be games. City should be scoring a couple of goals in each game. So Foden looked decent against Villa last week. He was definitely City's best player. So we'll see how he does this week. And if Odegaard isn't impressing, we can just move him out of the team then as well. But yeah, that's I really wanted Jota. Wasn't that confident on a start for Diaz tonight. That's why I went the safe route with Odegaard, and that's how we're shaping up for now. But Odegaard on set pieces, Arsenal is scoring for fun for set pieces all season. So surely he picks up a few assists with him on set piece duty with Saka out of the team now. That's what I'm looking at for a Saka replacement. That's what I've gone for a Saka replacement. I really like Jota. If you want to go with Jota, don't be a bit ballsy. Maybe I was a bit too timid with the transfer. I'll be expecting Liverpool to get 3, 4, 5 goals. It all depends who starts them. It was probably just too difficult to predict, and I didn't want the stress tonight of waiting for that Liverpool lineup, and that's why I went Odegaard. Odegaard or Bruno, all depends if you have Ahmed. I've Ahmed, so I went a different route then as well. No point doubling up on that United attack for now, so I wouldn't go for that now. Ahmed is probably I prefer Ahmed to Bruno Fernandes, to be honest, at this moment then as well, and you save a lot of money going the Ahmed route over Bruno. But yeah, William, thoughts on my team in Discord. Let's get you up here. So we've about 50 in the chat, have we now? If you haven't liked the stream, I would really appreciate if you could head on down there, like the stream, and if you're new to the channel, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel. Then also, we're trying to hit 7.2k before the end of the stream. We're on 7171, so 29 subs off hitting 7.2k, and that'll be the perfect late Christmas present. And if we did hit to 7.2k before the end of the stream. Right then, let's get William's team up here. What is he saying? What chat is it in? Here we go, William. Right, thoughts on this? 0.8 and 2 free transfers. So Flecken and goals, Merrick on the bench, that's fine. Gabriel, Lewis, Timber, Saka, Salah, Ahmed, Palmer, João Pedro, Cunha, Isak. Nice team. How many free transfers, William? Do let us know. If you have 2 free transfers, I'd be looking at Trent in for Lewis, and then Saka to Odegaard, Martinelli. Let us know many free transfers you have, William. But if you only have 1, probably just Saka to Odegaard. But I'd be looking to try and get Trent in then as well. As I said, that game for Trent tonight could be a monster haul if he does get it. But yeah, if you have 2 free transfers, get Trent in. Only 1 free transfer, William. Just go the Odegaard route. Or if you want to take a risk, I'd say go Jota, to be honest with you. Let's get a poll going, I think, sure, while we're chatting. Let's see what the chat is saying on a Saka replacement, if this wants to move up. Yeah, good stuff, right? Yeah, 2 free transfers, William. Probably go the Trent route, so Lewis to Trent and Saka to Odegaard if you can't afford that. But let's see what the chat is saying, right? Best Saka replacement. Good to see I have an internet table or an Ethernet cable going into my laptop here then as well. So good to see we've been on excellent. Hopefully I'm not jinxing myself here then as well, but good to see we've got an excellent connection since I started. I know last time I was streaming home in Leitrim, the stream was going in and out of frequency or latency a couple of times. But good to see it's been excellent all morning, and hopefully I haven't jinxed myself there. Right, Odegaard. Who else have we? Bruno. Who else? Jota, Diaz. Probably could have put in a few more, but let's see what the chat is saying on that. Right, what else have we going here? How are you doing, Alex? I'm doing well. Big day ahead of us here with the St. Stephen's Day football, but really looking forward to it, and hopefully we can get some good returns today. What are we saying here? There, hope you had a good Christmas, Tristan. Hope you're keeping well. Should I start Ahmed or Semenyo? Who are Bournemouth playing again? Crystal Palace. Probably would still start Ahmed. Crystal Palace haven't been that bad over the last couple of weeks, have they? In defence, I know they conceded twice against City. They bet Brighton, yeah. Crystal Palace. Oh yeah, they conceded 5. Okay, fair. Of course they did. I'm gonna be United bias and say start Ahmed. You could probably start the 2 if you can, but maybe start the 2, yeah. But Ahmed over Semenyo, I would say. Thoughts on bringing Jesus in? Nothing wrong with bringing in Jesus. You should get the start today. Probably will get them thereafter then as well. But the only thing about Jesus, don't forget, is this little thing here. Oh, he's on 3 yellows. I thought he was on 4. No, where's the yellow cards? Yeah, yellows. Yeah, he's on 4 yellow cards. Keep that in mind with Jesus. If you bring him in, if he gets a yellow today, he's going to be suspended. He has until the end of the year, is it? He has 2 game weeks away. Or is it game week 20? I think it's until game week 20. So keep that in mind if you are getting Jesus in. He likes the yellow, and that's 4 yellow cards and not many starts for Arsenal. So yeah, he's a good pick. I'd want an Arsenal attacker in my team. I'd want to have Liverpool attacker in that. I already have technically 2 in Salah and Trent, so that's why I went for an Arsenal attacker in Odegaard. But yeah, nothing wrong with Jesus. Just keep in mind he's got 4 yellows. Surprised Bruno's top there as well. United's fixtures aren't great. Wolves, Newcastle, Liverpool. Fair enough after Liverpool in game week 20. The turn, but I don't want to double up on the double United defense, so that's why I'm saying clear Bruno. I went for Saka and Matoma out for Bruno and Luis Diaz. Nothing wrong with that. I would like to have went the Liverpool route. It's just security of starts with so many attacking players for Liverpool now. That's the only thing. Appreciate the few new subs there then as well. We're 27 subs. My lucky number, 27. 27 subs. Why is it my lucky number? I don't know. It just is. 27 subs off hitting 7.2k. If we could hit that before the end of the stream, that'd be great. So if you haven't subscribed, head on down there, click subscribe on the channel. And I really would appreciate that. Chewy FPL in the chat. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Hope you had a good Christmas. I did. Let us know how was yours, mate. Did you get to see your family? As I said, if you're from Ireland, you might know what this board game is. We were playing 30 Seconds last night. Very, very funny with all the family. But yeah, it's good to see everyone. I'm going to be all over travelling over Christmas now. Let me say I'm actually going to Burnout. You're going to see a live reaction. Because one of my mates was feeling ill last night. Okay, no, not going. That's all good. Right, we're not going to Burn. That's fine. He was feeling shite last night. That's fine. Right, good stuff. Change of plans, so I'll be out in Carrick tonight. All good. Right. Saves me having to drive any. That's 2 hours, but that's unfortunate. Back to this though. Bench one of Sar, Ahmed, Enzo, and João Pedro. What are we saying? Bench one of Sar, Ahmed, Enzo, and João Pedro. On current form, I'd want to be playing Ahmed anyway at the Wolves. Sar probably off current form as well, so it's between Enzo and João Pedro. Maybe João Pedro. If you have Palmer, play João Pedro. If you don't have Palmer, play Enzo. Probably wouldn't double up on the Chelsea attack at home to Fulham. Fulham have been alright over the last couple of weeks, so maybe leave them out, or leave one of them out. So yeah, probably Enzo if you have Palmer, and then start João Pedro then as well. Foden's in, fair enough. Going back to that, I didn't think he was 9.1 million. But I do like City's fixtures after the Everton game. Everton, keep in mind, 5 clean sheets and 6. So wouldn't be expecting a monster return from the City lads today, especially off current form, and the fact that Everton have been decent in defence. But I might look to get him in after this week. If I was looking for a João Pedro replacement, probably Jackson. 7.8, no, I don't even know enough for Jackson. Who are we going? 7.8. If I was getting rid of João Pedro next week, it might have to be Cunha anyway. This Mateta maybe. Not mad on them really. Could be Jesus next week, we'll see. No, but I can't because I've already triple Arsenal. Don't mind João Pedro for the next few. Might have to bench him. Could go upgrade Dibbling to another 5. And yeah, right, we'll worry about that next week. But Foden, nothing wrong with getting Foden in. It's just I wanted to attack that Liverpool or the Arsenal game today. Team playing so far is Raya, Gabriel, Trent, Salah, Palmer, Odegaard, Isak, Duncan. Where's the rest of the team? Send it in if you can. Derek Clifford of Wildcard this week. Any suggestions? Who must be in the team? Gabriel, Trent, Ahmad. I nearly have Ahmad in there then as well for that price point. So Gabriel, Trent, Ahmad, Palmer, obviously Salah, an Arsenal attacker, whether that's Martinelli or Odegaard. Isak definitely in the team then as well, and then you can kind of build your team around that then. Those 6-7 players will make the foundations of your wildcard there, Dara. But yeah, confused between Saka to Bruno Sar. Have Ahmad. If you already have Ahmad, I wouldn't be doubling up on United double attack. I'd just be having one. Wouldn't want to double up on us, especially after the Bournemouth game last week. Right then, 20 likes on the stream. Good to see that then as well. If you haven't liked the stream, head on down there, give the stream a like. We'll try and push this out to a few more people across the FPL world on YouTube if we can at all. Play Sanchez or Fabianski this week. Fabianski's up against Southampton. Fabianski or Sanchez. Maybe Fabianski, Probably Fabianski. I'd go to the Fabianski route, to be honest with you. Right, then you can see all that good. Play Munoz or Kirkes. Also is for -4 for Pedro. Worth it to go Duran. Claire. Hope you're keeping well. Hope the Christmas went well, Claire. Wouldn't take a hit for Pedro to Duran, no. Pedro could easily get a return against Brentford at home. They've been poor the last couple of weeks, but I would be expecting them to do well in that game. Play Munoz or Kirkes. Crystal Palace up against who again? Bournemouth. Maybe Munoz, get Munoz in. I'd go for that. I'd say yeah. I locked the -4 at half time in the Arsenal match to get rid of Saka. -4 taken for Saka to Maddison. Probably wouldn't have went Maddison. Maddison is nailed, right? Wouldn't say nailed. He's starting, but he's getting subbed off early in games for Spurs. So probably wouldn't have went the Maddison route, to be honest with you. But sure, look, the transfer's done now. Spurs have who this week? Probably would have preferred Son, maybe. Nottingham Forest away isn't the best fixture. Wolves next week is decent though. Newcastle, not the worst fixtures. and then João Pedro to Gabriel Jesus. Probably wouldn't have done that for a -4 Robin, but look, it's done now. Don't worry. All good now. Need to sort out my team. Good stuff. Do let us know, Chewy, how you're looking. Send the team on Twitter, right? Let's get Twitter up. So I'll go through a few teams. Right, we've some 12 notifications. Might have a lot of teams in here, so oh, we've 2. That's all right though. Why by 12 notifications? I don't know. All right, using one of my 2 free transfers, Saka to Palmer. Thoughts? FTBL09. Yeah, if you don't have Palmer, get Palmer in. Any other transfer you want? Jackson, Cunha, João Pedro up front is fine. Kudos, Madison, Salah, Ahmed, Palmer in the team. Trent, Gabriel, Munoz in defence is going to be, yeah, you're going to be benching Davies. Could you do Madison? No, I wouldn't be taking out Madison, I suppose. Kudos, you can't really take him out. You're going to have a benching headache there, though. Let us know who you're playing in midfield. I don't think you can bench João Pedro, Cunha, or Jackson. I think, as I said in my video during the week, that United game I can see goals for both teams and that. But Trent, Gabriel, Munoz, Kudos, Madison, Salah, Ahmed, Palmer, Jackson, Cunha, João Pedro. Good team there for good front 8. You're gonna have a big headache on who you're benching there. But Palmer in for Saka. Out of those, who would have bench? Would it be Madison benched or Kudos bench? You can't really bench Kudos away to Southampton. I'd want to be playing Ahmed there. That's a big benching headache there. FTBL09. Let us know who you're looking at benching there. Right, Chewy. Wildcard next week. Need a Saka replacement for a 1 week punt. Can bring in Jesus 2 and bench Saka. I'd be looking at Jota or DSO for a 1 week punt. Maybe even Jota if you're wildcarding next week. I think it's worth the risk if you're wildcarding next week, Chewy. I just didn't want to bring in Jota because I could be looking to take him out then again next week. But if you're wildcarding, I think that's a perfect chance to take a punt on Jota. That's what I'd be going for. Good team though. Gabriel, Hall, Robinson, Bowen, Salah, Palmer, Isak, Cunha, João Pedro. Nice team there. Probably doesn't even need a wildcard, does it? You have a strong team there. Maybe getting Bowen out. Cunha, João Pedro, I suppose. Yeah, good team there though. Right then. Good stuff. Right, let's keep this going. Bench want to start. Yeah, going back to that. So, right, looking at the poll actually first. Surprised that Diaz is winning. Just get his minutes up here again. It's just. Where is it here now? There, Liverpool. Just even with Jota out of the team, he himself has been in and out of the team. Gakpo's been playing on the left. 86, 90, 23, 90, 28, 90, 24, 62, 24, 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 games benched, 5 games started in the last 10. Not ideal. Especially when he started the last 2. He's got like a pattern there of starting 2, getting benched. Starting 1, 2, benched. So yeah, not that confident of a DS start, but let's see how they get on tonight. Right then, 2 hours 57 minutes to go. We've plenty of time. Keep the questions coming in then if you can. Let's see how we're looking. We're 26 subs off hitting 7.2k. So it's doable. Fingers crossed we can hit it before the deadline. What else have we there then? Foden. Got Isak and Foden instead of Cunha and Saka for a hit. Nothing wrong with getting Isak, to be fair, and Foden for a hit. Probably would have just done the. Actually, look, I would have wanted Isak in the team anyway, so maybe that's not the worst hit, to be fair. Liverpool Mins definitely have the highest upside. Mins just a huge question. Gakpo, Darwin in the mix too, but would probably take my Jota punt. Yeah, if I was in your position, Chewy, with the wildcard next week, I'd look towards that Jota punt, to be honest with you. If he starts tonight, I'll be expecting 2 returns at least for Jota, as long as he doesn't take them off Salah. What are we there? I've Everton, Pickford playing Man City, and Tottenham, Foster playing Nottingham Forest, and wildcard on. Who should I start at? Who should I replace? Wildcard on. I'd be getting Fabianski over Foster. Then it wouldn't be going the Spurs defence. You can play Fabianski this week then over Pickford. Pickford might get a few save points. Won't be getting a clean sheet. Well, 5 in the last 6 for Everton, so maybe he might. But probably get Fabianski on the wildcard. Start him over for Southampton this week. Bench Pickford, and then you get Pickford back into the team. Are they? I got rid of Mikalenko because their fixtures are poor though. Did they pick back up again, or why are you going back for Pickford? Forest, Bournemouth, Villa. Okay, not the worst fixtures. But they've been ticking along nicely anyway. 11, 6, 6, 8, 7. Jesus Christ. Apart from that Man United game, so they're absolutely flying. My man Mikalenko has been going well since I took him out of the team. Then also 7 and 7. I had him for that 11-pointer and that 6-pointer. The 2 6-pointers and that 11-pointer were lovely for Mikalenko, but I got rid of him, and he's got 2 clean sheets in his last 2 then as well. But it's grand. We've got Robinson in over him, Trent in as well, so they're I'll be expecting some returns. Robinson got his clean sheet last week, and fingers crossed for a big haul from Trent tonight. Sent my team on Twitter, Rizwan. I was looking for it there. I couldn't see it though. It's not in my notifications. If you want to send it, there we go. Sorry, I didn't scroll up. Right, Isak in for Haaland, free transfer. Odegaard in for Dibbling, -4. How are we looking here? So Raya, Gabriel, Gomez, Aina, Robinson. Who'll be on the bench? I'd probably be starting Joe Pedro over one of Aina or Robinson. Maybe over Aina. I was going to say more chance of an attacking return for Robinson, but Aina's been going well for the attacking returns then also. Odegaard, Palmer, Salah, Ahmed in midfield, strong midfield, and Wood and Isak up front. Yeah, Joe Pedro in for Aina, I probably would say there. Or Robinson. I can see Spurs and Chelsea scoring. Probably more chance of an attacking return from Robinson. So that's why I'd say bench him over Joe Pedro. Strong team there. You have the same front 7 out of the 8, or no, for same front 6 out of your front 7. So looking good there. But yeah, probably would bench Aina. Always start the attacker is what I always go to. Right, let me just throw up this. We'll keep this going. I think we've a few questions in me Patreon I need to get through then as well. Let me just get this up then too. Do keep the questions coming while I'm doing this. How's the Saka replacement? Odegaard's number 1, which is interesting because he's definitely not the highest on Twitter. It's all Diaz and it's all Diaz, Foden I'm seeing on Twitter. Odegaard I've seen a few times. Right then, let's get this up then as well. Trent and Isak. Right. And yeah, just the reason why I'm going Odegaard. Penalty, set pieces. I think it's his time to set up now after Saka's injury. Mo Vill in the chat. Mo, hope you're keeping well, man. Happy Christmas to you also. What are we saying? Would you bring in Trent if it blocks you from bringing in Wood or Jesus for Pedro in the upcoming weeks? What's the rest of the team, Mo? I think I probably would prefer bringing in Trent, to be honest with you, from bringing in Wood or Jesus for Joe Pedro. Who's other options then in your strikers? Well, you could maybe go the Van Dijk route. I do think it's Trent's evening to shine tonight. As I said earlier, the same fixture on St Stephen's a couple of years ago. 3 assists, 1 goal, 24-point haul against Leicester. I probably would go the Trent route still. He got us an attacking return last week, so I'd still go that route, to be honest with you. Right then, there we go. That's that. And then just get this up then. Bear with me now. I'm multitasking here to the max. Right, that's posted. Done. Right. But more, yeah, I'd probably prioritize getting Trent in. Yeah, I go the Trent route and then worry about the striker options the next week. You might still want to keep Joe Pedro if he gets a return today. Easily can against that Brentford defense. So I'd keep him this week anyway, and then worry about it thereafter. Right, let's get rid of this then too, because this is going to go mad now. Notifications off. Right. Semenyo, Enzo, Palmer, Salah, Jackson, Isak and Pedro are my attackers. Right, so Semenyo, Enzo, Palmer, Salah, Jackson, Isak and Pedro. Strong front seven, anyhow. Defenders are Hall, Aina, Timber, Mikalenko, Vandenberg. Who would you be taking out for Trent then? Aina? Or probably Mikalenko. The fixtures are going downhill now for Everton. City, well, no, they're not the worst actually, so would you be taking out Aina? But Aina's been doing well for you. I'd probably still be looking at getting Trent in though. You want two Liverpool players in that Leicester game tonight, so I'd look towards Trent anyhow, and then worry about the replacements after next week. If João Pedro does well this week, you'll probably want to keep him for another 1 or 2 weeks. But yeah, right. Robinson, Lewis, or Caldwell. Pick 2. Probably start Lewis, yeah. Caldwell, maybe. Move with Saka to Bruno and Vandenberg to Trent, as I can afford that. Yeah, if you don't have Ahmed, so that's fine. You can go for Bruno. Vandenberg to Trent, nothing wrong with that then also. You might have a benching headache then though. You're probably going to have to bench Enzo. If you already have Palmer in the team, you're probably going to bench Enzo or Semenyo. One or the other there, but you know, front seven are looking strong there. Trent in the team then as well. I'll be wanting that to have the 2 Liverpool attackers, because Trent is technically an attacker then too. Are you going with Odegaard, Hassan? Yes, I'm going with Odegaard. Just security of minutes. I liked Martinelli as well. You could have saved a lot more if I went Martinelli also, but penalty, set piece for Odegaard, that kind of swayed it for me. And let's see if he does step up. I had Odegaard in the team for the double game last year. He got me 20 plus points, so maybe a bit lost love with Odegaard. That's why I brought him back into the team, but I think he'll do well. So let's see how he gets on. Who should I replace Larson and João Pedro with? Already have Jackson. Isak is your main man. Get Isak in if you don't have Isak. He should be your priority transfer up front. If you have the money anyway, get Isak in. Sells or Sanchez, who should be benched? Probably Sells. They're playing Spurs. Spurs might get one. Although Forest have been looking decent in defence, but I'd probably still go Sanchez and goals. Start 2 from Ahmed, Rodgers and Raul. Ahmed and Rodgers. Raul got benched last week, didn't he? Yeah. Not expecting too much for Fulham in that game also. Jackson or Havertz, Dara. Probably Jackson, you know. Should I buy Jesus for João Pedro with a -4? Abdullah? Definitely not. Don't do that, no. Not for a -4. João Pedro can easily do well against Brentford today. Thoughts on Martinelli over Odegaard? If you need to save the money, there's nothing wrong with that. I'd still try and get to Odegaard if you can. Just so Odegaard keeps saying set pieces, penalties. Try and go that route if you can. But if you need the money, nothing wrong with going Odegaard. Fishing and Fallon in the chat. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Hope you had a good Christmas. I did. Same to you. Only just tuned in. What are your opinions on who to bring in for Saka? Yeah, I was chatting through the Liverpool assets. If you're only going for a 1 week punt, go with the Liverpool assets. I probably would go Jota over Diaz just for the 1 week punt if you are going for it. That's the game he can do. He's either going to start and Hall, or Slot isn't going to risk him because he's only coming back into the team. But if I was just picking a 1 week punt, I'd be going Jota. Diaz isn't too bad either, but I'm expecting Diaz to probably get benched, you know, tonight. Even just off the back of 2 goals, Gakpo and Nunes will be round for minutes after not getting too much against well, no, Gakpo, yeah, Nunes especially. Gakpo played 60, didn't he? He was on the left, he is up front, yeah, 60-70 for Gakpo. So he might play Nunes after only getting 3 last week, maybe keep everyone happy. But yeah, no, Salah is the only cert really in that Liverpool attack. But if you were taking a punt, I'd go to the Jota route. Fishing and Fab, but then I've gone Odegaard. Set pieces, penalties, swayed it for me with going for it. I've read a few things could be EH. Hopefully he plays big hall potential for Trent. About Trent getting benched, no, I think it's fine. Just but Bradley's out. Can't see Trent getting benched. 90, 78, 23, 72. I think he's fine. It's a game he can haul massively in if he starts. But the fact that Bradley's still out then as well, I can't see Trent getting benched. Should I buy Jesus for João Pedro -4? No, don't do that. To get Trent in, is Jackson for Havertz a good move? I'd keep Jackson. I wouldn't be. Or you're on Wildcard though, there, aren't you? Maybe go Jesus if you need the money then. But I'd try and get Jackson. Isak. Jackson and Isak are the two main strikers. Are the definitely the two ones I'd be wanting if I was on Wildcard there. So Jackson, Isak, and then kind of move around with your money then after that. But Jesus over Havertz probably, but keep in mind that Jesus is on 4. Is Havertz on 4? Havertz loves the yellow then as well. What's he on? Yellow cards. He's only on 2. 7.9 for Havertz. I'd go the Jesus route, to be honest with you. Jesus, it's his spot to lose, to be honest with you. So get him in if you can. Right, how are we looking here then? So for 25 subs off hitting 7.2k. So if you are watching and you're not subscribed, I really would appreciate it if you could head on down there, click subscribe on the channel, and fingers crossed we can hit that before the end of the stream. Goal for Christmas was 7k, so we're doing we're exceeding our goal anyway. But it'd be honestly be great to hit 7.2k before the new year. Trying to think now, what do I do? I'm going to Dublin the 28th. Now the fact I'm not going to Offaly. I'm meant to be going on to Dublin tomorrow night. So we're there early in Dublin. And yeah, we'll worry about that after. Should I bench Cunha for Matoma, Enzo and Ahmad? Who are Brighton playing? Brighton are against Brentford. I'd still want Ahmad. If you have Palmer, bench Enzo. Maybe would probably play Enzo over Matoma as well, to be honest with you. I'd still play Cunha and Ahmad. I can see goals in that United game. Yeah, maybe bench Matoma. Between Matoma and Enzo there. Play Cunha and Ahmad. I can see goals. Should I bench Cunha from... Yeah, you said that already. Sorry. To get Trent in for Jackson, Jesus. Go the Jesus route. Is it Nori worth it? Get him out. No. Can't see too many clean sheets for Wolves over that. Over the next couple of games. Got 2 free transfers. Should I go for Trent and Ahmad or Trent and Odegaard? It's tough, that one. Have you Bruno Fernandes already, Viv? If you have Bruno already, go Trent and Odegaard. I'd want to be having Ahmad in the team as well, to be honest with you. At that price point, 5.3, he's crazy money there. Crazy cheap. Right then, where are we? Okay, right. Nearly 20 past 9, quarter past 9. We've plenty of time left. 100 in the world, is it? Haaland in, bench 1, Sarah Rogers, Ahmad, FPL guy, 1728. Love that. 100 in the world. Jesus Christ, fair play. I get that out of the way. 100 in the world. Haaland in, bench 1, Sarah Rogers or Ahmad. Probably Rogers. Probably Rogers. As I said, I'd want Ahmad in the team. Newcastle and Villa might be a lot closer than we think. I'll be hoping for an Isak haul anyway again. Newcastle might just get a result there at home. But 100 overall, FPL guy, 1728. So I'm going. Haaland in is interesting then as well. Probably would bench Rodgers though, yeah. Sarah and Jesus for Saka and Pedro for -4. Keep João Pedro. Just Saka to Sarah or Saka to Odegaard. I wouldn't take a hit for to get rid of João Pedro. No, that Brentford home game is a game you can easily do well in, so I wouldn't advise on that. For Bruggen or Sanchez this week, probably Sanchez. Probably Sanchez, yeah. FPL Emil. We'll give you a follow, so 1 sec, FPL guy. Good stuff for tuning in. Let me find you on Twitter here. We'll give you a follow. FPL Emil. Oh, you follow me, man. Good stuff. There's your follow back. Some rank. I probably would bench Rodgers though. If you're on Twitter, head on over there. Give FPL Emil a follow on Twitter. 100 overall. So I'm going. And he's that's for tuning in, man. Appreciate that. And there's your follow back. Good stuff. Right, we're 25 subs now off hitting 7.2k. It's well doable. What else are we saying here? Kuna to Isak for -4. Probably, I probably would go for Isak in, to be honest with you. For a hit though, it's not ideal. Kuna could easily get something against United. It's tough. Is it worth a hit though? Maybe not this week. Isak is the man of form though. But then you need 2 returns from Isak to outscore Kuna without Kuna returning. Maybe not worth a hit. Maybe not worth a hit. Don't have BF yet. I don't know what BF means, Viv. Boyfriend? Or what does BF mean? Maybe free transfer deal. Did you mean to say? Trent. Oh, Bruno Fernandes. Don't have Bruno Fernandes. I'd still go Odegaard, to be honest with you. Don't have BF. I probably would still go Odegaard. I'd try and get Amon then in as well if you can. He's outrageous value at that price. But yeah, no, probably Odegaard. Attack that Ipswich game. And yeah, this week Ipswich and Leicester for City and Arsenal. We want a lot of players from those teams. I've 5 in total from those 2 games tonight. So and tomorrow then as well with the Arsenal game. So let's see how they get on. Right then, let me just send a quick message here then as well, and let's see how we're going. Right, let's get the Patreon up then as well. I think we've a good few questions here then as well. Findenberg, right, wildcard active. Let's see how he's looking. Raya, Gabriel, Caldwell, Alexander-Arnold, Vardiol, Palmer, Kulusevski, Salah, Rodgers, Jackson, Isak. Good team with the start Ahmed though. Next up then, what do you think of Martinelli and Gordon? Yes, suppose we didn't really chat about Gordon. Isak is obviously the main player you want from Newcastle if you're going for a Newcastle attacker. But Gordon, he's been taking away quietly enough 4 returns in his last 5, so he's getting the returns. He's not getting monster hauls, but he's taking away Aston Villa, United, Spurs, Wolves, Bournemouth, Southampton. Probably 21. I'd be wanting Gordon. Maybe I give Odegaard 3 games. How they're looking after that then? 21 Spurs, Villa, Wolves, Man City. Maybe you could go the Gordon route then when the fixtures pick up a bit for Newcastle. What do you think of Martinelli and Gordon? Nothing wrong with them. Salah for the armband. Yeah, has to be, yeah. Risk on buying Foden. Nothing wrong with Foden. I'd be attacking the Arsenal and Liverpool fixtures though. Who to bench? Cunha, Evan Nielsen or Rodgers? Evan Nielsen up against Palace. It's tough. Maybe Rodgers out of that, to be honest with you. Right then, let's keep this going. Michael, what about Kirkes and Saka out for Odegaard and Trent? Would be -4. Then bench in Buemo. Nothing wrong with that. Could get something though. Right, Odegaard is the top Saka replacement, which is interesting. As I said on Twitter, it's all Diaz, a few Jotas then as well, but it's interesting to see Odegaard is outshining them on the poll. I would have thought would have been the Liverpool lads, or even Bruno Fernandes, yeah. Right, then let's keep going here. What do you think about the bench? Rodgers, Robinson, Greaves. Maybe Robinson over Anya. One free transfer, 3.3 million in the bank. We're bringing in Isak for Cunha. Just means I'll be short for Saka in the future or leave as is. I got massively effed for not having Isak the last couple of weeks. Probably would get Isak in. Already brought in Diaz. Is it worth getting Trent for -4? Also is my bench correct? If you can get to Trent, I'll be tempted to do that. Especially with the fixture. Right, let's get back to the chat here for now then as well. A lot of messages to get through yet on Patreon. How are we looking on the stream wise? 33 likes. If you haven't liked the stream already, let's try and get close to 40 if we can at all. Head on down there, give the stream a like. And if you're not subscribed, we're 25 subs off 7.2k. That'd be a great start to Gameweek 18 and a great start before the end of the year if we can get 7.2k. 8 Norrie to Robinson, not this week, not with the Chelsea game. I'd probably leave off to the defender transfer. Best defender to buy that's not Trent. Is Robertson a good option? Probably not. I wouldn't go Robertson, to be honest with you. Van Dijk would be my next Liverpool defender if you can't get the Trent. Not Robinson, I don't think. 5.9, is that cheap now? Jesus. He's getting starts anyhow. How long is going to be before Simicastle's back? He's back fit now, and yeah. Just that Leicester against tonight, he could easily be rested then Robinson. So maybe leave off. Trent is the first priority. If you don't have Trent, get Van Dijk. Cheers to the new sub there then as well. 24 away. It's well doable. Right, let's keep this going. Replacement Saka. Buy Odegaard and Martinelli. I've Rodgers and I can roll transfer. Buy Odegaard and Martinelli. Probably would go the more expensive route in Odegaard. Penalties, set pieces, more chance of a return. Odegaard plus Cunha, Saka, the lap out for -4. Is it worth it? Odegaard plus Cunha in, Saka plus the lap out for -4. The lap is back this week. Ipswich are playing Arsenal. Probably would get rid of him. So yeah, if you don't have Isak, get Isak over Cunha. Probably wouldn't go Cunha either. The fact he's probably going to get suspended in the next week or two. So maybe don't go the Cunha route. Isak, Jackson are your two priority forwards. Let us know if you have them already, or if you need a different striker. We can take a look then too. Hassan, but probably wouldn't go Cunha on the basis of his ban. Might kick in soon. We're still waiting for the FA to get back to Wolves. They're taking their time with it. James, keep it Norrie or Robinson in. Wouldn't probably go for Robinson just with the Chelsea fixture, so don't bother wasting a transfer on your defender this week. Just because I can see Chelsea getting a few in that game. I've Raul, Vista and Isak plus 2 million in the bank. Who should I get in? Vista's alright this week. Raul isn't ideal. Can you play a 3-5-2 bench for Raul? Who else have you in midfield there, James? Let us know. You might be able to save the transfer and reassess then after next week. See who's the better Saka replacement then also. Wan-Bissaka plus Saka out. Trent plus Odegaard in. Is that a good move? That's a good move, yeah. Definitely go for that, Abbas. For -4. Fabianski, West Ham are up against Southampton. But I still would want Trent for tonight. There's every chance Southampton get one at home against West Ham, so wouldn't be too mad getting rid of him anyway. But yeah, Trent and Odegaard in. I'd just go for it, to be honest with you. Yeah, go for that. What else have we here then? Yeah, on this day, Trent gets 1 goal and 3 assists. Jesus captain. Someone on Twitter is going, Jesus captain. Fair enough, right? An hour and 31 minutes to go. Let's get back to the Patreon. So we've a good few messages to get through yet. Keep the questions coming in stream if you can, and we'll try keep you entertained anyway. Best Saka replacement undecided between an Arsenal player and Diaz. I've gone Odegaard myself. Raya, Trent, Robinson, Gabriel, Sarr, Enzo, Salah, Palmer, Nick Jackson, Gabriel Jesus, João Pedro. Good to go. It's a nice team. Nice differential in Jesus. Team okay, or should I get Rodgers in for someone? Raya, Gabriel, Trent, Hall, Odegaard, Salah, Palmer, Ahmad, Cunha, João Pedro, Isak. Every time you bench Rodgers, he does well, but no, I'll be telling you, Dwayne there, bench Rodgers. Bench Rodgers is fine there. What else have we then? 2 free transfers, 2.2 million in the bank. Fabianski, Robinson, Gabriel, Saliba, Odegaard, Salah, Mbeumo, Palmer, João Pedro, Cunha, Jackson. Ahmad on the bench is tough. 2 free transfers, 2.2 million in the bank. Isak or Trent? Can you do Pedro to Isak? And one free transfer, 0.6 million in the bank. Blecken, Trent, Gabriel, Robinson, Salah, Palmer, Saka, Ahmad, Isak, Wood, João Pedro, Odegaard in. Could easily happen. Right. Mbeumo could get something too, yeah, but I can see that, but who else could I bench? Probably has to be him, so. Right. Last one then for now. Just hope for an assist. Forrest will get a clean sheet. True. It's a toss-up. Concede, but conceding. Right, let's get back to here then. Is it a good game to risk a -4 to include a United player, Viv? If you're going Ahmad, maybe. If you're going Bruno, maybe. As I said, I'll be focusing on the Arsenal and Liverpool boys if you can. They've got the fixtures this week. I'll be looking for a -4 at them, not for the Wolves game. Start Robinson or Harwood Bellis. Robinson, definitely. Bellis has more chance of getting a yellow than a return against West Ham. Can see West Ham getting a couple in that game also, so I wouldn't start Harwood Bellis. How are we going here then? Another sub there, 24 subs off hitting 7.2k. If you haven't liked the stream already, head on down there, give the stream a like, and subscribe to the channel if you wouldn't mind then too. That'd be very much appreciated. Abbas, yeah, for -4, that's fine. Yeah, Viv, I wouldn't go for -4 for the United lads. Liverpool, Arsenal, yeah, fair, but it is even a risk with the Liverpool lads. What are your thoughts on Bruno, Saka, and Pedro for Ahmed, Nweri, and Haaland? 2 free transfers that will be saved for Gameweek 19. So you have 5 free transfers. Fair. Bruno, Saka, and Pedro. Haaland back in. I don't think it's the right time. I don't think the Everton game is the right time for Haaland. He could easily haul, to be honest with you, this morning, but I don't think it's the right time to get Haaland in this week. even Pedro could easily get a return against Brentford. Bruno, wouldn't be getting rid of Bruno as well if you already have Bruno. I wouldn't. It's only really Saka you need to worry about getting rid of there. Saka, if you want to take a punt, seeing that you have 2 free transfers, or you looking, it sounds like you have 5 free transfers there. CR7, L on 10. Probably would go just the Saka route. Saka to Jota if you want to take a risk if you have 4 or 5 transfers. Safe pick is Odegaard on minutes on the fact set pieces and penalties. I keep saying that, but it is. That's the reason he is. And he is a safe pick. You could probably look towards getting rid in Haaland. Where is he here now? There's a haul coming for Haaland soon. It's just when is it? Probably next week. Leicester, West Ham, both at home. Can see a return for Haaland in the early kickoff this morning. Not a monster haul though to consider bringing him in. 14.8. Mo, 4.99. Appreciate that. This is for all the help to have a drink on me, Mo. Really, really appreciate that, man. You're right about the bench and headache, mate. Who do I bench out of Enzo, Semenyo, and Pedro, and who to play a Trent for out of Aina and Hall? First off, really appreciate that, man. That's very, very generous. I love that. Good man. Who you're gonna bench? Aina and Hall. Can see Villa getting one. Can see Spurs getting one then as well. The 2 home fixtures on Aina and Hall. More chance. Like the same thing you can say, more chance of an attacking return for Hall because he's on the wing, but Aina's looking decent from set pieces. He's got 2 goals over the last 4 or 5 games, has he? Definitely got one last week. I think he got one a week or 2 or a couple of weeks before that then as well. A good while ago before that. Anyway, Gameweek 10, so 7 game weeks ago, 8 game weeks ago. Probably would bench Aina. Probably would, to be honest with you. Newcastle are looking very, very solid at the moment. Sore Forest, but more chance for an attack return from Hall. Go Hall over Aina. How are their fixtures after this? If you're transferring them out or if you're benching one of them? Everton, Wolves, Liverpool, Southampton. Or for defensive returns, United and Spurs. You're probably not going to play Hall. If you're transferring out Hall, if you're transferring them out, if you're just playing them this week, go Aina bench, Hall starts. If you're transferring them out for to focus on the next couple of weeks, probably would transfer out Hall, keep Aina. It's just Hall slight is a better fixture this week. And then who would you bench out of Enzo, Semenyo, and Pedro? If you have Palmer already, bench Enzo. If you don't, probably bench Semenyo there, you know. Probably would bench Semenyo. That's another tough headache here. But yeah, if you have Palmer, bench Enzo, play Semenyo and Pedro. And then if you're transferring a player out to get Trent in, transfer out Hall. But if you're only playing a player this week, bench Aina and start Hall. If that's alright, Mo. Really appreciate that donation. Very kind of you, man. And great to see you in the stream then as well. Love that. Midfield is Salah, Son, Palmer, Amon and Rodgers. I'm thinking of going for Solanke to replace Raul. Nothing wrong with Solanke. If you don't have Isak, get Isak in. If you don't have Jackson, I probably would prefer Jackson over Solanke also. You could even take a punt on Jesus if you wanted. Keep in mind Jackson and Jesus are both on 4 yellows and they've got 2 game weeks to go before they can the threshold goes up. This is why we love FPL, exactly. What I told you there, it's probably going to backfire completely, but Mo, that's what I would say. David, any word on Cunyaban? Not at the moment, no. So he's fine to play. Well, unless we hear anything before the deadline, he's fine to play anyway. Imagine if it comes out after the deadline that he's banned. I've seen stranger things happen in FPL. Right, how are we looking here then? A lot of people going in for Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, if you have Ahmed, no point going Bruno. Another sub there, appreciate that. 23 subs now. I've hit 7.2k. We've an hour and 20 to go. 40 likes in the stream, really appreciate that then as well. If you haven't liked the stream, head on down there, give the stream a like then too, and we'll try and push this out to a few more people around the FPL world. Any word on the Cunha ban? No. So Dave, we just have to go with on the basis that he is going to play, or he's not banned this weekend. He might be banned in a week or two, but he's got Spurs next week, which isn't a bad fixture at all, and then probably look towards getting rid of him for the 2021 onwards anyway. Who am I eyeing up? 9 million, can pretty much afford anyone. Maybe Jackson, We'll see. We'll see how Jesus is looking in that Arsenal team also. But he's bang on the same price as Jesus anyway, so let's see. Johnston or Rodgers? Who's Johnston in midfield? Probably mean Johnson is of Spurs. Has Johnson even been playing though regularly? I think he's been in and out of the starting 11. I'm nearly sure. Yeah, Rodgers is probably the safer pick for minutes anyway. Hem, how we going, mate? Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas to yourself, Hem, as well. Should I transfer out Cunha or Joe Pedro for Isak? Probably. Oh, that's tough. Isak definitely has to come in. Definitely get Isak in the team anyway. Who would you go? Maybe Cunha, on the fact that the ban is coming, but I can see Cunha doing well in that United game. Even Joe Pedro, I can see him doing well. But I think Isak is a priority, to be honest with you. That's tough. Maybe Cunha, on the fact his ban is coming anyway. But I do think Wolves will get one against United tonight then too. Toss a coin there, Hem, to be honest with you, but you need to get Isak in. But that is a tough one. You could probably go Cunha out on the basis he's going to get banned. But how's Joe Pedro after this week? As his fixture is tough. Maybe Joe Pedro then. Aston Villa, Arsenal. You probably don't want him in your team for those fixtures anyway. Cunha out. You might get another week out of Cunha. So probably go Joe Pedro, yeah. Joe Pedro to Isak. It's a toss-up really between the two. Should I bring in Jota for Semenyo for -4? Sorry if you already answers, Dan. If you're comfortable with a Jota benching tonight, I'd take the risk if it was for free. Not sure if it's worth the -4, to be honest with you. But if you're comfortable, it's a big risk with Jota. I do think he starts. I just wasn't that fully confident on him, and Odegaard is a safer pick for minutes. That's why I went Odegaard over Jota. I'd love to have Jota tonight if I knew he was starting, but that's not where to grab any at this moment in time. So maybe don't think it's worth a hit. Probably not. If you want to take the punt, if you're trying to get up the ranks, nothing wrong with it. I've been in this dilemma for about a day. Yeah, maybe Joe Pedro out, to be honest with you. But that's tough. It is tough. We'll give it to the chat then. Let them decide for us. Odegaard, 34%. Diaz just behind it in second place. Let's ask a chat for him here. Isak in for who? Joe Pedro, Cunha. Let's see what the chat says, and then we can blame the chat him if it goes wrong. I'm gonna say Joe Pedro, just because his fixtures after this week are tough. But let's see him what the chat says. Would you play Johnson or Rodgers this week? Johnson, Graham, just on the fixtures for on the basis that Rodgers is a security of minutes. Really, Johnson has been in and out of that Spurs team. Would you play? Yeah, current starting back three are Trent, Gabriel, and Castagna. Worth getting Timber in for Greaves and benching Castagna for -4. No, don't bother with that. Don't bother with a hit or a different defender. Instead, it's Timber. 6.2 million in the bank. If you don't have Gabriel, get Gabriel, and the only defender be telling to get in for a hit is Gabriel. Anyone else, no. And to be honest, it's not even really worth doing the defender transfer hit, because they have to get a clean sheet just to break even. So I wouldn't bother with that. No, that's all right. Right then, an hour and 15 to go. We're flying. We're going for how long? An hour 13 at the moment. Let's keep going with this then as well. Would you recommend Pedro to Jesus, Jason? No, I wouldn't. No. Harry, let us know if you have Gabriel. If you don't have Gabriel, get Gabriel in. That's the only one to be looking at for a hit. Play Rodgers or Ahmad. Dara, Ahmad. I think I've got Ahmad. Both tricky away fixtures. Only other options to bring in Robinson off the bench who's away at Chelsea. No, Ahmad. Play Ahmad over Rodgers. Not necessarily tricky for United. Wolves have been fair enough to get the clean sheet against Leicester last week, but they've been conceding for fun pretty much all season. Can see United get a couple, 2 goals at least tonight. I know we've been poor, but they'll be looking to bounce back after that Bournemouth loss last week. Play one, Dunk, Muniz or Castagna. Probably Muniz. He's back from suspension anyway. How's the poll going? 69% for Pedro, 71% saying for João Pedro. Yeah, I think we just have to I'm glad to see the chat is agreement anyway, but I think we just have to go with the fact that it might be a couple more weeks until Cunha's banned. So plan like that until he's actually out of the team. We're nearly on 50 likes. If you haven't liked the stream, head on down there, give the stream a like. An hour and 15 to go until the deadline. Let's keep this going. Already have Ahmad. Would you advise on doubling up on with Bruno? Probably not. Ahmad deep to replace Saka, or just one United attacking asset as best option at this point. Yeah, we're not scoring freely. Bruno is on penalties, but I still prefer Ahmad over Bruno with that money a save as well. So nothing wrong. Nothing wrong just having Ahmad in. Don't bother with Bruno. Who would you be looking at then? After that, Odegaard. If you want to take a punt on the Liverpool lads, go with that if you can. But it wouldn't be doubling up on United lads. Pedro blanked against Southampton, Leicester, Palace, and West Ham. What makes us all think he'll do something against Brentford? True. Surely he starts scoring. He might get a dodgy penalty or something. Dara, let's hope Ahmad gets us the Christmas gift as United fans need. I hope you had a good Christmas, lad. Fingers crossed he does. He's actually a nice differential-ish around my rank anyway. 17%, yeah. I think he was around 20%, 30% last week, effective ownership. Stephen seriously paid the price for going with Saka over Salah last week. That's rough. Jesus Christ above. 40 points difference from the armband. Well, you already have Salah, I'm assuming, so it's just, 20 points difference, but still. Yeah, that's rough. Solanke or Jackson this week. Jackson, I'd go Jackson this week. Rob in the chat. Rob, hope we're keeping well. What are you saying? Saka and Feis to Jota and Trent, or Diaz and Trent? Trent in anyway. Yeah, it's just who you're comfortable on bringing in. I'm not that confident of a start either for Diaz or Jota. That's why I went Odegaard in. But I can see it's a game that Jota can easily return well in. Probably more chance of Diaz getting benched than Jota. The fact Diaz has started the last 2 games, can probably see Slot resting him and focusing on the West Ham and the United game. Yeah, that's a tough one. Trent in anyway. I'll be tempted by Jota. I'm going to be a bit pissed off if Jota goes well tonight, because I was close, and then I stopped and I went for Odegaard. Happy Christmas to you all. Hope Santa brings green arrows. Fingers crossed he does. Another green arrow before the new year would be lovely. What are we saying here? João Pedro to Jesus for a -4 Taylor. No, don't do that. Pedro Porro to Trent and Mbuemo to Sarr for free. Wildcard 19. If you're wildcarding 19, take another punt on a Liverpool asset. I'll be getting Jota in for a punt then as well. Do that if you can. 22 subs off hitting 7.2k. It's doable. We've another hour and 12 to go. So fingers crossed we can hit that semi milestone before the end of the stream. We're nearly on 50 likes. Appreciate that for whoever liked the stream there too. What else are we saying? CR7L on 10. Let's get the team up here. So on Twitter, if you want your team rated, as always, throw it under my latest tweet on Twitter. I'm gonna get it up for you. We've Keith Masters here then as well. We didn't get the Keith's team, so let's get him up. 3 frees. Use it. Nori, Saka, Cunha for Trent, Diallo, Isak. Nothing wrong with that. Fabianski over Pickford is fine. Pickford might get a few save points, but that's alright there. Fabianski more chance for clean sheet. Saliba, Trent, Gabriel, Ahmed, Palmer, Mo Salah, Bowen, Evan Nielsen, Isak and Jackson. Strong team there, Keith. Right transfer anyway. Saka, Cunha, Nori, Trent, Diallo, Isak. Nothing wrong with that. You're set up well then as well. Who else have we here then? Jimmy, 12 minutes ago. Hi Niall, any advice? 4 free transfers, 1.8 in the bank. Thank you. Right, Raya over Fleck, and that's all good there. Gabriel, Munoz, Byrne, Ahmed, Salah, and Wemo Rogers. Joe Pedro, Haaland still in the team then as well, and Cunha. I don't think you can get rid of Haaland now though. Everton at home is a lovely fixture. What's William saying there? Based on my transfers, hoping Arsenal corner Odegaard to Gabriel. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I've Odegaard in the team. Set pieces, and yeah, we'll see. Gabriel's a cheat code in FPL at the moment. It's outrageous how, like last week he hit the bar. He should have had a goal and assist last week then too. But yeah, that'll be the perfect return tomorrow evening. Anyway, right, 4 free transfers, 1.8 million in the bank for Jimmy, Cunha, Haaland, Joe Pedro. If you can get Cunha to Isak, just go for that, to be honest with you, Jimmy. I don't know if you can afford that, but 4 free transfers, Cunha, Isak, you're good to go. You can't afford Joe Pedro to Isak anyway, so go for that. Right, FTBL09, Brothers team, 5 free transfers, 0.4 million in the bank. Bruno, Saka and Pedro for Ahmad, Nuneri and Haaland. Don't think the first move wouldn't go that. Can't buy Son and Gomez. Can buy Son and Gomez for Digne and Saka. Put only Son, Digne and Saka for Trent and an 8.2 million midfielder. You're just missing out on Odegaard, aren't you? Probably Trent and Martinelli. So Digne and Saka for Trent and Martinelli. Or maybe Ahmed. Oh, you have Bruno already, so I wouldn't double up. Trent and Martinelli. That's what I would go there. Yeah. You need an Arsenal attacker, so get him in. I'll be the benching right. Robinson, Kirkes, fair enough. Probably would start Kirkes over Robinson, just. 50 likes on the stream then. Lovely stuff. Really appreciate that. Right, back to this chat then. Happy Christmas to you all. Green arrows, please God. Joe Pedro to Jesus for -4 Taylor. No, I don't think so. Tempted by Jota as he can be benched. Come on and get a goal and assist in 20 minutes. Talk me out of it. I'd be tempted to, if it's just a 1 week punt, I'd still be tempted to do it, to be honest with you. I probably would go for it, Robin. If it's a 1 week punt and you know yourself going into the game week that he could be benched, I probably would go for it, to be honest with you. Is he the same price as Odegaard? Or what price is he? 7-8, I'm going to guess, or something around the 7 something mark. 7-2. Okay, fair. So he's 1.1 million cheaper than Odegaard. It's tough. Is he going to start all the next 3 games? Probably not. Looking at that, he might start 2 at a push. That's the only thing that kept Jota out of my team. Let's see. It's tough. But Gabriel, Odegaard to Gabriel, I can picture it already. Even with Diaz in as well. We were chatting about Diaz's minutes earlier. Yeah. If you're comfortable getting Jota in on the basis, you know there's a big chance he could be benched. Two cameos off the bench. Slot might even risk him for the Leicester game. That's what kind of put me off him. But if he does start that game tonight, at least 1 return for Jota if he does. 2 even. Cunha and Saka for Isak and Ahmed. Go for that. Yeah, that's good, Ian. Yeah. CR7 LM10. What do you think about Sarr and Son for Saka replacement? Let's get Son up there. Ian, then we'll get straight to your team then. Go on, Ian. Son. Forest, Wolves, Newcastle. I'd focus on the Liverpool Arsenal lads this week, to be honest with you. Yeah, no, I'd Ian Johnson, here we go. Am I following Ian? Let's give you a follow back. Sorry about that. 0 free transfers. Saka and Cunha for Isak and Ahmad already done. That's what I would have been telling you anyway. Sanchez, Wan-Bissaka, Virgil, Pedro Porro, Mbeumo, Salah, Ahmad, Palmer, Wood, Nick Jackson, Isak. Good to go there. Salah captain. You're good to go. Yeah. Strong team. Wan-Bissaka even against Southampton. Pedro Porro should be fine to start. Would you start Fabianski over Sanchez? Wouldn't want to double up on the West Ham defence, so I can understand why you're doing that. So that's all good there. Right, 1 hour and 5. Let's get this up then. Right, let's get the team up. How we're lining out. Right, Salah captain, Palmer vice. Yeah, Palmer vice there. Right, let's keep this going. Cunha and Saka for, yeah, that was all good there, Ian. Good stuff. William Doyle, not Saliba. Definitely not Saliba, no. Gabriel header over Saliba. Saliba got enough goals when Gabriel was out of the team. So yeah, let's keep it on Gabriel. He's gonna get the returns. Right. How are we looking here then? What else are we saying? Right. Back to the Patreon. Then keep the questions coming in. Then just have a few questions to get through here. 1.2 short would have to be in Mbeumo for someone to get the funds right onto that. So are we back? I think we're back. Are we back? Internet. Yeah, we're back. Right, apologies about that. Internet went there for some reason. I think we are still there. Is it a black screen or are we back? Yeah, I think we are. Right, anyway, keep going through this. We've lost a few viewers off the internet going, but we are still live by the looks of it. Yeah, we are. Yeah, sound. Right, let's keep this going. 1 hour to go to the deadline. How's things, Niall? Merry Christmas to you and your family. MKTV, hope you're keeping well, man. Appreciate that. By Robertson or Vardiol, probably none of them. If you can get to Trent, get Trent in the team. Would you bench Mitoma, Semenyo, or Sarr? Probably Mitoma out of those. Probably Mitoma. What you reckon about a Foden captain punt? Let's wait and see the City team news first. He surely starts anyway, so I wouldn't be too worried about that. Maybe not a captaincy punt. It has to be Salah. Has to be Salah at home to Leicester. So leave it on Salah, and then I know you had the Christmas tree pick yesterday, but I'd still be captain on Salah. Don't transfer Salah out of the team. Play Rodgers or Vissa? Probably Vissa. What do you think about Sarr or De Bruyne or Son for Saka? CR7 LM10. De Bruyne or Son. Let's see if De Bruyne starts that game this morning. I'd still probably go out of those. I nearly put a Liverpool attacker over those, even though there's a chance they won't play. But I wouldn't go too mad on on De Bruyne or Son, to be honest with you. Right, what else are we saying here? Right, keep this going. What do you think I should get in the middle? I didn't do any move yet, so I can't get Odegaard anymore. How much have you in the bank? Nice one. Best of luck. Right, 58 minutes to go until the deadline. Let's keep this going. We dropped off there. Hopefully the stream is still going anyhow, which it is. Even with an Ethernet cable, we're having issues. I jinxed us earlier on the stream, so. Ramsdale, Gabriel, Kirkes, Van Dijk, Diaz, Odegaard, Salah, Palmer, Semenyo, Cunha, Isak. Bench, Pedro, Verbruggen, Caldwell. Should I start anyone a bench boost? Don't bench boost any, I know. Wouldn't be bench boosting that team. Gabriel, Kirkes, Van Dijk is fine. Diaz, Odegaard, Salah, Palmer, Semenyo. Cunha, Isak. You probably have to bench Palmer, or you probably Pedro, not Palmer. You probably have to bench Pedro with that team. Between Semenyo and Pedro, maybe play Semenyo over Pedro. It is very close. So, and then Pedro, Verbruggen, Caldwell. Don't bench boost. That's you're good to go then. Should I go Cunha for Jackson or Isak, which means I would need to transfer Dalot to Munoz for free? Maybe not. Keep Cunha this week, or get Isak in. If you can get Isak in for free, get him in. But if that's saying Dalot to Munoz for free, then too, I would do that. If you're taking a hit to get Isak in, probably wouldn't do it this week. Cunha or João Pedro could easily get something. But if it's for free, yeah, go for it if it's for free. Right then. 57-ish minutes or so to go until the deadline. Let's keep this going. The only problem is that I'm a Man United fan. That's why my heart has stopped me to buy another Liverpool attacker. True. Don't have any United bias when playing FPL. That's the only thing. It'll get you nowhere. It puts you in a bad mood when we lose, and then it puts you in a bad mood, even more of a bad mood when your fantasy team does crap. So just focus on the Liverpool lads. They're flying. You can see 4 or 5 goals. 3, 4, 5 goals anyhow tonight in that Liverpool game for them. So don't let the bias get in the way of it, is all I'd say. Bench one of Semenyo, Mitoma Star, and also bench Aina or Hall. Probably bench Aina, probably bench Mitoma. Play Semenyo and Star, and then yeah, bench Aina and Hall. Out of those two is what I would say. Right then, how are we looking here? $21 subs, another sub there, appreciate that. We're 21 subs off hitting 7.2k. So if you are watching, we've about 30 something in the chat. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, really would appreciate it if you could head on down there, click subscribe on the channel, and get us one step closer to hitting 7.2k. It's doable before the end of the year anyway. Samuel, thanks Era, no problem at all. Start Pedro or Ahmad. Craig, probably Ahmad out of those two. See if you can get Pedro in then as well, but I definitely would start Ahmad. Still waiting on some leaks. We'll let you know. Right. Someone asking, is Rico Lewis starting? Adam, send the team on Twitter. Right, let's get you up on Twitter then here. Any City lineups? Not yet. Saka is the most sold player in FPL history for a single game week. Wow. Let's give the little video retweet that I did Christmas Eve. I was working hard Christmas Eve. Cheers for the 2 subs there then as well. We're 19 away. Love that. Appreciate that. Morning said the team on Twitter. So start Pedro or Ahmad. Craig, any Ahmad is who will be starting out of those two. Adam, let's get you up here. Ian, we got to Ian. And then Adam, sorry. Adam, am I following you? Let's give you an old cheeky follow back. I am. Good stuff. Right. 2 free transfers. Rank is awful. So thinking João Pedro to Foden and Jesus. If the rank is awful, I'd be looking at Liverpool That's it in, to be honest with you. Triple up on Liverpool. You've Enzo on the bench over Rodgers. That's okay. The fact you already have Palmer in the team. Flecken, Timber, Gabriel, Robertson, Salah captain, Palmer, Rodgers, Isak, Joe Pedro, Wood, Lewis. Would you start Lewis over one of them defenders? Probably not. I'll be looking at Saka to Jota for a punt. Adam there. Joe Pedro to Jesus is fine if it's for free. But I think you need to punt on a Liverpool lad. Foden, fair enough. Let's see if he's starting first off. I can't see why you wouldn't first off, but I do think I'll be looking at a Liverpool lad over Foden this week anyway. It just depends if you're comfortable on the risk of them starting or not. But I do think it's worth the punt, especially if your rank isn't great. If you get a start for Jota tonight, 2 returns easily if he does get a start. Will KDB start as I could bench him or Cunha, Craig? Let's see if we get any City team news in the next half an hour or so. I'm assuming we'll get something before the deadline. Hope you had a good Christmas, Ushin. Same to you. Is it worth bringing in Trent for -4? If so, who would you for call? Will it Hall, Kirkus or Lewis? Maybe Lewis, you don't get him out of the team. Wait and see if he's starting first. If he's not starting, you can always go Lewis out for Trent. Cunha due to price changes, David, what are we saying there? Let me get through that then. Start 2 out of Semenyo, Pedro, Cunha and Ahmad. Start 2. Ahmad. Do you want 2 people in the same game? Maybe not. Ahmad anyway. Maybe. I think you probably still play Cunha then as well. Ahmad and Cunha. Surely you can start another one out of those 2. Stuck on who to start, David. Joe Pedro or Rodgers? Joe Pedro, I think. Adam, no bother at all, man. Happy Christmas to you as well. Hopefully you enjoy the full day of football. Joe Pedro or Rodgers? Probably would start Joe Pedro. I know he's out of form, but just the penalty sways it. I think that Newcastle and Villa game is going to be a lot closer than we think. 18 subs. Appreciate that. 18 away off hitting 7.2k. We've 42 in the chat. The likes are flowing in. We really appreciate that. We're nearly on 60 likes. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, head on down there, click subscribe. We're nearly there. We're nearly hitting 7.2k. We're trying to hit that before the end of the year. So really would appreciate it if you could do that. Mazraoui, Konsa, Dunk, Fleck, and who to sell this week. 1 free transfer, 0 in the bank. Mazraoui, Konsa, Dunk, Flecken, 0 in the bank. You can't really do much with what Anish, you got the ad. Apologies. We're back to you now anyway. Mazraoui, Konsa, Dunk, Flecken, who to sell this week. You can't really go for anyone really in defence. Who's the rest of the defence, Anish? There's nobody around that price point. Robinson was probably the move to go last week around that price point, but Konsa, Dunk, Mazraoui, they're around what? 4.8 max, is it? We're looking at Mazraoui. What is he? 4.6. Dunk is about 4.4, is he, or something, or 4.5. 4.4, yeah. And then Konsa. So you haven't really much wiggle room if you've no. Yeah, you've only around 4.6 to play with there, so I don't think there's much. You could have went to Castagna last week. 4.6 for a defender. Let's see. Put in 4.8. We want a defender, not a goalkeeper. 4.6. Here we go. Or no, we'll do 4. Yeah, 4.6. Yeah, the Fulham lads were the ones to go for last week. Castagna at that price point, but you don't want a defender at that price point for this week, so I wouldn't bother. No point using a transfer. Any use it on your attacking transfers is what I would say. Dara Heskin, come to Galway. Hope you're keeping well, man. I think I'm going to be in Carrick tonight. I was meant to be going to Burr, but one of the lads who was going to is sick, so I won't be going to that. Probably should go out in Carrick, see a few lads from home that I haven't seen in a while. But I'll be up in Galway the 29th, 30th maybe. I don't know what my story is yet for New Year's, but we'll sure to get a pint in before the end of the year, early New Year anyhow. Cheers for tuning in as always. Good man from Galway, Heskin. Get on to Heskin Auctioneers if you need a house in Galway. Start Rogers or Matoma. Also happy Christmas to you. Happy Christmas to you too, Shane. Rogers or Matoma. Maybe Rogers. Can probably see around the same return. Probably a blank each for the two of them, but I'd probably Matoma just sways it. Start it Nori or Mazraoui maybe, but I wouldn't be going with that. Anish, Merry Christmas, bro. Captain Palmer because Salah posted the tree. Fair enough. Bowl going against Salah against Leicester at home. I think you're only setting yourself up for a fail there. Gabriel Van Dijk. Okay, right. So you've got a strong enough defense anyway. Gabriel Van Dijk. No point using a transfer. I'd probably start Mazraoui then as well. Should I take out Pedro, not that word, Evan Nielsen or Solanke for Isak for -4. Already brought in Martinelli for Saka. Evan Nielsen, Solanke for Isak for -4. Maybe not a -4. Isak is in flying form, but you need two returns and a blank from whoever striker you take out just to get by even or pass out the transfer hit. So probably would leave it off just the fact that it's for a hit. Semenyo or Ahmad, John? I'd start Ahmad. Have we got any more teams on Twitter? I think someone was asking about their team. Were they? Maybe they weren't. No, right, we're all good there. Start Hall or Digne. Note that I have Isak and Rogers in the starting lineup. Hall or Digne. Start the attacker, or start the player with the home fixture. That's what I would say. So start Hall. Happy Christmas, Niall, Irish guy 1990. Appreciate that. Fabianski, Onana, Lewis Hall, 8 Nori, Timber, and Andy Robertson. Start one keeper and which 3 defenders? Maybe Fabianski, Maybe Fabianski over Onana. Hall, 8 Nori, Timber, Hall, Robertson, Timber. There's your three defenders there then too. Rogers, Sarr or Semenyo, bench 1. Rogers, Sarr, Semenyo, bench 1. Also Cunha to Isak for -4. As I said, maybe not for a hit for Isak for -4. Hall or Digne. Yeah, that's alright. Start Hall there. Looking at your team, would you not chance Jackson in for Cunha? You have the funds. Keith, not worth a hit this week. Definitely not. I've already done one free transfer. Well, my only free transfer, getting in Odegaard for Saka. I have the money there available if Cunha gets banned, is right, but I wouldn't be taking a hit just for that this week. Cunha could easily get a return against United. Him on penalties. And see goals for, that's a game for both teams to score tonight, so I wouldn't be getting rid of Cunha, especially for a hit. For free, I'd consider it, but I probably wouldn't even do it for free. I'd consider it, but probably wouldn't even do it. So that's why I'm not going that route. Would it be worth taking a hit to bring in Trent for Lewis? Let's see if Lewis is starting first. John, if not, Trent in would be the optimum route, yeah. Right, 45 minutes to go. We're 17 subs off hitting 7.2k. If you haven't subscribed, head on down there, please. Click subscribe on the channel. Yeah, Saka becomes the most transferred out player in FPL history for a single game week. Saka is currently on 2.5 million sales. Jesus Christ. Cheers, guy. Cheers, Irish guy. Sorry, beard looks well. Appreciate that. The barber did a good job back home. I have a now bird straight on the back. I don't know if you can see that then. I'm rocking a new hairstyle as well at the moment. But yeah, the barber back home did a very good job. Shout out Mixie Lavin in Carrick. If you're heading to Carrick for a stag or anything, you need a haircut, hop into him. He's probably the best barber in Ireland, I'm not going to lie. But anyway, right, let's keep going. Hola, Vardial. Merry Christmas, Mr. Blanky. Appreciate that. Hopefully we're not getting blanks now after the Mr. Blanky. Who to start? Rogers or Enzo, Muniz or Milenkovic? Rogers or Enzo. If you have Palmer in the team, I probably would still play Enzo alongside Palmer. Muniz or Milenkovic. more chance of an attacking return from Muniz, although same story with Aina. Mikalenkovic is returning well over the last couple of weeks on the attacking front. He's got a couple of attacking returns already this season, I'm nearly sure. He got one against United. I think he got one in the last couple of weeks then too. So probably would start still Muniz. And Enzo then as well. Enzo and Muniz. What do you think about captain and Palmer? Has to be Salah. Has to be Salah. Don't ruin your season with not captain and Salah at home to Leicester. That's what I would say. Right then, what else have we here now? Raya, I'm gonna sneeze out. Apologies. Raya, Robinson, Mikalenkovic, Timber, Lewis, Salah captain, Mbeumo, Saka, Palmer, Rodgers, Isak, Cunha, Strand Larson. Saka to Odie and Larson to Jackson. Larson in for Strand Larson out for Jackson. Sounds good. Just gonna roll one of the transfers. Don't want a headache. Fair. I would have said bench. I would have said bench. Rodgers. Alright, Finden Burke, what are we saying? Vardy all. For who? Would you start Ahmad though? Maybe a recallable. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Vardy all though if he's playing centre back. He's playing CB. Right. 22 minutes to go. Keep the questions coming in if you can. Run the fly in the chat. Run the fly. Hope you're keeping well, man. Happy Christmas to yourself and your family. We're 16 subs. Appreciate whoever subscribed there. We're 16 subs off 7.2k. That'd be great to hit it before the end of the stream. If we can at all, with 42 minutes to do that. Maybe we can. We might get a push before the end of the stream. Right then, let's have a quick look on Twitter if there's any news about leaks. What else have we here then? Right, no City news just yet. Right, nothing yet. Let's keep it going. Love the plug. I can do Saka, Cunha, and Pedro Porro to Foden, Isak, and Muniz for -4. Saka and Cunha to Jota and Isak for free or roll and just do the first free next week. Saka, Cunha, Pedro Porro, Foden, Isak, and Muniz. Probably not for a -4, Darren. No. Cunha to Jota and Isak for free. Saka and Cunha to Jota and Isak for free. Probably would do that, yeah. As long as you're comfortable with the fact Jota could be rested. But if Jota starts, I keep saying that, he could do very well. So yeah, Jota and Isak in for free. Go for that, Dara. That's what I would say. Rodgers, Sarah, Semenyo, bench 1. Maybe Rodgers. Best Saka replacement, Martinelli or Odegaard? Odegaard, set pieces and penalties. Is he worth a couple of million more than Martinelli? Probably, just about. I'd say just the penalties and the set pieces puts him ahead of Martinelli. That's why I went Odegaard. Could have went Martinelli myself, but I think Odegaard gets some nice returns over the next couple of weeks. We'll see. Start Ahmad or Pedro? Ahmad. Just famous. Good to see you again, mate. Hope you're keeping well as well. Is there a way you can post transfer plans early first to avoid getting priced out? I got priced out of 0.3 million for delay in transfers. I suppose I better plug the Patreon then. I put all my Patreon, or I'll put all my early transfers and that in my Patreon and Discord then as well. If I know Just Famous, I don't want to plug it to you very bad because you're tuning in the streams all the time, but that's just where I have to prioritize the ones who are in the Patreon and the Discord. That's what I do. If you want to head down into the description, it's around €5 a month. I put everything in there first, but that's where I put me early transfers in. Or if you watch the YouTube videos then as well, that's where I pretty much say who I'm going to transfer in then too. We're at a -4 to get Jesus in. If so, would you get Pedro or Cunha? No, not for a -4, Josh. Keep that -4. Don't do that. Right, 40-ish minutes to go, 39 minutes away from the stream. We're 15 subs off hitting 7.2k. If you can at all, if you are watching and you're not subscribed, head on down there, please. Click subscribe on the channel. We'd really appreciate it. Right, let's see if we get any City team news now. Let's have a quick look. Because I can see Tony just tweeted there. Right, let's keep it going. Coops in the chat. Coops, hope we're keeping well. Of that 14 subs off hitting 7.2k. It's very much possible. It's doable. We can definitely hit it before the deadline. Where were we there? Start Ahmed or Pedro. Ahmed there, yeah. Omar, hi mate. I'm wildcarding next week. Have 4 free transfers. Rank 20k. Fair play. So I'm going. Looking for 1 week punts. Kepa, Van Heck, Pora, Robinson, Bruno, Odegaard, Salah, Palmer, Solanke, Isak, Cunha. 4 free transfers, 1 week punts. If you have Saka, get Jota in for a punt if you want to punt. 20k, so I'm going. Great rank, fair play. Another sub there. We're 13 subs off hitting 7.2k. Keep the subs coming if you can at all. Really appreciate that. Coops, Merry Christmas era. Same to you, Coops. Great to see you. Hope you had a great one, mate. Made transfers of Saka to Sarr and Cunha to Isak. Have a bit more money to play with, but no more free transfers. Is Flecken to Raya worth a -4? No, I wouldn't do the goalkeeper transfer for a -4. Definitely not. Made transfers of Saka to Sarr, Cunha to Isak. That's all good there. Nothing wrong with those transfers for free anyhow. They're fine. Have a bit more money to play with, but no more free transfers. Wouldn't do the goalkeeper, no. Flecken could easily get a few save points on that. Should I risk Jota or do go Bruno as a Saka replacement? If you already have Ahmed, don't go Bruno. Nothing wrong with Jota if you want to risk it. I might regret not going Jota, but I just didn't want the hassle of waiting before the team news and that. And I don't have much cover on the bench. Benches, Davies, Dibbling. Maybe I'll move Davies away and Dibbling for a sub. It's mad with Dibbling though. He was taken off at half time last week, wasn't he? Yeah. Thought he was doing alright against Fulham. I don't know, was there an issue or what, but I was surprised to see him subbed off early. Start one on Rodgers, Pedro or Cunha. Surely you can start 2 out of those. Blaine, let us know with the rest of your team, Blaine. Surely you can start 2. Pedro and Cunha should probably be getting a start there. Michael, but probably would risk Jota. If you've cover on the bench, go for it, yeah. 11 subs. We're 7189. I appreciate for all the new subs coming in. Really, really do appreciate that. We're 11 subs off hitting 7.2k. If you haven't subscribed, head on down there, click subscribe on the channel. We're trying to hit 7.2k before the end of the stream. And that'd be absolutely unreal if we could. 35 minutes to do so. We're nearly going 2 hours now as well. So really appreciate whoever has subbed during the stream. Bradley W, -4 for Saka to Sarr or Rhys Johnson. When want Isak next week, so -4 this week or next week, either way. Prioritise getting Isak in this week, I would say. But if not, just Saka to Sarr. Don't bother risking. Don't be transferring in Johnson first off. If you already have Johnson in your team, I probably would still look towards Sarr. Johnson hasn't been starting the last couple of weeks anyway. He's only been making cameos. Gaming with Cobble Monster 10. Good to see you, man. I think you're a new one. You must be a new sub. I haven't seen you before, so good to see you on the channel. Would you buy Martinelli this game? You can be able to afford Jackson next game. You could have Bruno and not be able to get Jackson for João Pedro next week. Who would you be looking for then as a João Pedro replacement? If you didn't get him in this week, Martinelli probably is fine. If you already have Ahmed Gaming, get Martinelli. That's there's no need to double up on the United double attack, so I'd leave it as it is there then. And then get Martinelli, you can afford Jackson next week. You're good to go then. Best Saka replacement under 7.4 million. Probably Martinelli at that price point, yeah. Martinelli. I think you need an Arsenal attacker. 7.2 for Jota if you want to take a risk. I think Jota's 7.2, isn't he? If you want to take a risk on Jota, nothing wrong with that. If it's like a 1 week punt or that, but yeah, probably Martinelli's probably the safest pick at that price range anyway. So probably just go for that. Robinson or Dini to play first on bench. First on bench, Robinson. Dini can go second bench if you're starting. If you want to start one of the two of them, Robinson there, CR7, L10. Go for that. No Saka. Was thinking Pedro Porro and Solanke to Trent and João Pedro, or Vardiol and Jesus. Trent and maybe not João Pedro. At that price point, maybe get Trent in anyway. Vardiol and Jesus. If Vardiol is playing centre back for City, he won't be getting attacking returns if Diaz is out, which he is out. So wouldn't probably go for Vardiol. Bench one, Rodgers or Semenyo. Maybe Rodgers. Who do I start, Enzo or Semenyo? If you already have Palmer, I still probably would start Enzo over Semenyo there though. Meant to say bench one of Pedro, Cunha and Rodgers. Bench one. Oh yeah, sorry, Rodgers. So I'd still play Pedro and Cunha out of those. Hey mate, start Sarr or Semenyo? Probably Sarr. Sarr out of those. Sarr is a man in form. And then Mark, then wildcard next week, is it worth taking a -4 for a 1 week punt? Canate, Saka and João Pedro, Trent, Jota and Jesus. Nothing wrong with that, -4, to be honest with you. I nearly would go for that. Nothing wrong with that. Just as I said, you're waiting to see if Jota starts. That's all right. Back to a few more questions here. And get Jesus. Yeah, Welbeck out. Lewis, I feel like Arnold is more important though. Yeah, he is. Lewis to Trent, Saka to anyone cheap. The next week can either change Cunha and Larson to get Jackson if he's still available. Yeah, fair. Yeah, Trent. And how much for a Saka? Let me know if you hear anything before the game kicks off. Yeah, all good. I'll keep an eye on Twitter. Right. Mark, yeah, nothing wrong with that -4. If you want to go for it, go for it. We're back down to 12. We were 11, but that's alright. We're 12 subs off hitting 7.2k. If you haven't subscribed, head on down there. We've 47, it's saying in the chat. How many have we? 36 in the chat. If you haven't subscribed, head on down there, click subscribe on the channel. We're 12 off hitting 7.2k. It'd be great to hit that before the end of the stream. Who do I start? Enzo or Semenyo? Enzo out over those. Start Sarr, Semenyo, probably Sarr. Start 3, Kirkes, Robinson, Gabriel and Hall. Gabriel definitely anyway. Hall, probably Robinson over Kirkes. Drop team under tweet Sakib. Let's get into that. So start 2 of Mbeumo, Aina, Kirkes, João Pedro. Mbeumo and João Pedro. Always start the attackers. Bench 1, Rodgers, Semenyo and Raul. Probably Raul on the bench there. Right. Sakib, here we go. Thoughts on this team? Good man, Damien in the chat. Great to see you, Damien. Half an hour to go until the deadline. You're up late this morning, Damien. What are you at? A few pints last night, had you? Thoughts here then. Raya, Kirkes, Gabriel, Trent, Cucurella. Haven't seen Cucurella in a team in a while. Palmer, Semenyo, Luis Diaz, Mo Salah, Isak, João Pedro. Mbeumo on the bench. I'd start Mbeumo over Kirkes. Definitely start Mbeumo over Kirkes. Palmer, Semenyo, Salah, Diaz, Isak and João Pedro. Raya's fine over Fabianski. Yeah. Mbeumo in for Kirkes. Then you're good to go then. Definitely start Mbeumo over defender. Crystal Palace can probably get one against Bournemouth also, so wouldn't be that confident of a clean sheet. We're back to 11. Just 1 or 2 points, Damon. That's alright. Nothing wrong with sleeping in on the... You're up before the deadline anyway. That's all that matters. Big day ahead anyway. 8 games of football on today, starting off at City at 12:30. Might be keeping a close eye on Foden today, so let's see how he does get on. Right then, Cunha, Isak in for Cunha. It's very close. 131 votes, 49%. João Pedro, 51%. Cunha. Let's end that poll there. Can't remember who was asking that earlier. If Hem is still here, Cunha just about beats him. I think the chat went for that just because his ban around the corner. Start Rodgers or Raul, Zubair, Rodgers, Robinson or Dunk, Robinson. Concede Brighton conceding then as well. You have more chance of an attack and return from Robinson. Sakib though, yeah, back to your team here. Kirk's sub and Mbeumo into the team, and then you're good to go then. We've got another tweet from the Premier League playing the armband. Obviously Salah, yeah. I suppose I better show you the captaincy video as well. We'll throw that up on the screen for now. I was filming that Christmas Eve on my own pitch in Kiltubbard in Leitrim. Shout out to them. Probably shouldn't have been on the pitch, but I have to get the captaincy video done. The goals up. Whoever was watching, the groundsman from Kiltubbard was watching. He put the nets up in the goals. I wanted to do an easy shot there. Soccer shot or football shot, but whoever put the goals up with cable ties will have words at you over the Christmas. Right. Give that a little retweet then as well, sure, while we're at it. Yeah, Salah for the armband. He did post a Christmas tree pic. He's going to haul against Leicester. Can't see anything but a haul for Salah, to be honest with you. Right, 27 minutes to go. We've plenty of time to go yet. $53 in the chat then as well. Appreciate you all tuning in this morning. A few more questions here. Don't want to be stung by Rodgers. Fair. I'll leave that with you. Can see Newcastle. Dominate. Best Saka replacement, Joe. I've gone Odegaard. Set pieces, penalties. You can, if you need the funds, you can go Martinelli. If you have Ahmad, don't go Bruno. If you want a Uber differential, go Jota. Diaz, I'm not confident of his starting tonight. Maybe even Jota, not even that confident of a Jota start tonight. But if you want a massive differential, go Jota. Start Rodgers or Raul. Rodgers. Bench one of Pedro, Cunha or Ahmad. Pedro probably out of those. You can surely start the three of them, no. But I just bench all. Should I roll and just play Rodgers ahead of Saka and reassess next week? I can't decide who to pick. Should I just roll and play Rodgers ahead of Saka and reassess next week? I can't decide who to pick, Joe. Yeah, if you can't decide, there's two sides to it though. If you can't decide, fair enough, just playing Rodgers. But Ipswich and Leicester for Arsenal and Liverpool, I'd be looking to attack those fixtures big time. Be looking to attack those. So maybe not the most optimum thing to wait. It's not a bad option, but I can see some big returns for those lads in those games, depending on the Liverpool lads who starts them. But yeah, let's see. Right, 25 minutes to go. We've got 46 in the chat. We're 11 subs off hitting 4.2k. If you haven't subscribed already, I'm going to annoy you for the next 25 minutes or so. Just head on down there, click subscribe on the channel. Just takes a second to do. We're just 11 subs off hitting 7.2k. We're trying to hit that before the end of the stream. And yeah, that'd be a great start to the Gameweek 18 St. Stephen's Day bonanza of FPL games. But such a tough decision, Joe. Yeah, it is, but I'd be looking to target those games. Nothing wrong with waiting, as I said, but just go for it. I would say. I'd tell you, just get one in. City team news, nothing just yet. We're gonna have a quick scroll on Twitter. I'm gonna check my DMs here while I can see what the story is. Let's see. Right, let's see. What are we going? Yeah, I think have to go for it. Right, 24 minutes. We're looking for City team news. Thoughts on Gordon as a pick? Yeah, we were chatting about Gordon earlier. He's I think it's 21 onwards. I'll be wanting Gordon. I'll give Odegaard a few weeks. Yeah, Wolves, Bournemouth, Southampton, Fulham is when I'll probably be getting Gordon into the team. Then we'll give Isak or Odegaard a few weeks and see where he goes. But yeah, looking towards 21, 22, 23, 24. Looking at Gordon, then he's got 4 in his last 5. I'm nearly sure we were chatting about that, weren't we? History. That's Isak, of course. But Gordon. Yeah, four returns in his last 5. He's not mega hauling, but yeah, that Wolves fixture in 21. I'd probably be looking at him. We'll give Odegaard the next 3 or 4, even for the Spurs. Get rid of him then. Yeah, Murray Campbell, Liverpool's Gomez, a decent punt. For clean sheet, yeah, wouldn't be looking at attacking returns from Gomez. Canada's out until when? March? I don't know when he's back. Okay, fair. Yeah, so it's Virgil and Gomez in defence. If you need the funds, fair enough, but it has to be Trent, and then Van Dijk second. If you need a Liverpool defender, get those in. Right then, how are we looking? Who to bench, Nori or Robinson this week? Probably bench Nori there. Yeah. Start who between Matoma, Larson or Kirkes? Matoma out of those. Nothing hectic really about those 3 players, but it's tough though. I will say that. 8.3 million in the bank for a Saka replacement. Odegaard. Get him in. Right, let me just put this in then. Dibbling. Right. Jack, hope you're keeping well, man. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Christmas. Cheers for tuning in, man. Hope all is well and you are keeping well. We're 10 subs. We've hit the 90 mark. 7,190 off. We're 10 off hitting 7.2k. If you haven't done so already, you wouldn't mind. We've 20 minutes to get 10 subs before the deadline. Murray though, but back to that, Gomez, Trent, and Van Dijk have to be the priority ones. But if you need money, or if you don't have the funds available, just get Trent or Van Dijk in, or if you don't, get Gomez in. It's fine. You'll get clean sheet. Well, you should get a clean sheet tonight, anyway. But I can't see too many attacking returns there. Start who between Matoma we were saying there. How's all, Jack? Where are you ranked at the moment? Do let us know. Start Ahmed or Rogers, Darko. Definitely Ahmed in the team. Start Robinson or Hall this week. Probably Hall, or maybe Robinson. More chance for an attacking return. I can see probably both conceding. Robinson in the team. Yeah, he looked good against Southampton last week. Considering Diaz ahead of Odegaard as a Saka replacement, just famous. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just not that confident of a Diaz start tonight. Now he started 2. It's probably the perfect game. He can be benched for a rest, or maybe Slot will just start him and see how he goes. But Odegaard is a safe pick. He's definitely the safe pick there. Do a bench Kirkes or 8 Nori. Probably 8 Nori. Not captain and Salah tomorrow. Do a captain Bowen or Isak. Blaine, you're brave. Out of those, Isak, but has to be Salah captain. Has to be Salah captain there. Start three between João Pedro, Ahmad, KDB, and Rodgers. Let's see if De Bruyne is starting first. Anyway, if De Bruyne is starting, you obviously have to start him. But let me see this now. Nothing yet. These are Jota replacement for Saka. If you're confident going into the game week knowing Jota could be benched, go Jota. Start three between João Pedro, Ahmad, KDB, and Rodgers. João Pedro, Ahmad, and KDB if KDB is starting. Sean, let's see if we get some City team news before the deadline. What else have we here then? Yeah. Who's a better option, Isak and Gordon or Bruno and Jesus? Bruno and Jesus. If you have Ahmed, go the two Newcastle lads route, but I'd Bruno and Jesus, yeah. Start Lewis or Hall. Probably Lewis, more chance of a clean sheet there, but City have been terrible. Not captain and Salah. Captain Salah. Diaz or Jota. Yeah, we did that. Thoughts on Trent, Greaves, and a 4.3 million defender for Van Heck, Digne, and Hall for -4. No, don't do that. You're bringing in 3 defenders. You're wasting 3 transfers on a defender, and you're only going to play with Trent out of those, so don't do that. Who's a better option? Yeah, we did that one, and then start Lewis or Hall. Probably Lewis out of those, yeah. Right, then we're 9 subs off hitting 7.2k. If you haven't subscribed, I'm going to annoy you now for the next 17 minutes or so. Please head on down there, click subscribe. We're so close to hitting 7.2k, and we've 70 likes in the chat. I really appreciate that. Yeah, we've 55 watching. If you're one of those 55 that hasn't subscribed, head on down there, click subscribe on the channel, and let's get over the line before the deadline passes. We've 17 minutes. Sent the team on Twitter. Right, let's get you up here, Jack. Have had 2 free transfers. Used one already. Brought in Trent for Mazraoui. Good going there. Yeah, should have rolled the other 0.2 million in the bank. Raya, Timber, Trent, Aina. Can you play Collins over them? Probably not. Salah, Enzo, Rodgers, Palmer, Strand, Larson, Haaland, and João Pedro. Probably can roll, yeah. Would you be tempted by Rodgers to Ahmed? Probably not. He did well for you last week, so I can see why you won't want to get rid of him. Yeah, you can't really get someone for Strand Larson at that price also, so leave it at that. That was the right move. Any Trent and Mazraoui, I would have said, Jack. You can probably look towards getting rid of Strand Larson and Rodgers in the next few weeks. Well, no, Rodgers fixtures pick up a bit, so maybe not, but maybe Strand Larson. But no, you're good to go there. Trenton is good to go, and Salah captain, all good there. Nice one, good stuff. Right then, 16 minutes to go. We're going 2 hours 13 minutes so far. Let's keep this going. The poor one, Saka, the Isak and Luis Diaz. I'm a cook chat. No, you're not. You're good. Isak and Luis Diaz, all good there. Not confident of a Luis Diaz start, but if he does start, you're good to go. He's 8.4 now. Oh damn! Right. Martinelli out of those, so. Right. 15 minutes to go. Make sure you get your Salah captain locked in first off, anyhow. Yeah, we're all locked there. That's sound. All right. Arnold or Odegaard? Prioritize maybe Trent, probably would. Going to be a scary Stevens day without Isak in my team, Jack. Anyway, getting him in, no, you can't, because you use the money on Trent. I think it's fine though. I would have went to Trent route myself. When Van Dijk rather than Trent, can see Trent being rested either today or at the weekend. I don't think so. There is a chance, obviously, but I don't think so. Bradley is still injured. He might get 60 or 70 tonight, Trent, and then taken off. That's as fine as it goes for FPL managers anyway. Is this good? -4 Saka, Martinelli, Pedro, Jesus. Just Saka to Martinelli. Wouldn't do the -4 for Pedro. Jesus has to get 2 then just to outscore Pedro, so wouldn't do that. Start more or 2 returns. Sorry, start Morgan without Pedro returning obviously then, and Pedro could easily get a return in that Brentford game. Start Rodgers or Enzo. Probably Enzo over Rodgers, you know. When Van Dijk rather than Trent, fair. Andrew Peters in the chat, come on, Andy Peters. You're having a great season as well. You're around 40 or 20k, is it? Transfer Trent in for a 4.5 million defender for a -4. Who's other defenders, Andy? Depends on who your other defenders are. Is it worth a -4? Could be a game Trent could easily haul in. But let me know who your other defenders are, and we can take a look at that. Saka, Martinelli, Pedro, Jesus for a -4. Joe, no, I wouldn't go for it. Not for a -4. Just Saka, Martinelli, or Saka to Odegaard, and you're good to go then. Sound, Joe, good man. Right then, what else have we? We played Consa right back a few weeks back, so I could see it as such short turnaround between the games over the next few weeks. Maybe. Let's see. I'm gonna sneeze here. Excuse me. Sorry about that. We're 9 subs off hitting 7.2k. We've 12 minutes. Defenders are currently Mikulenkovic, Consa, Gabriel, Kirkes, Castagna. So you're obviously playing Gabriel, Kirkes. And who are you going to play out of? I probably would take the -4, Andy. Probably would. I know Henny97 is saying there about a potential Trent benching, but if Trent starts, that's a haul there for him easily. 8 subs, 7192. We're 8 subs off 7.2k. We're nearly there. We are nearly there. Let's keep it going if we can. Start Ahmed or Rodgers, Duarte, Ahmed. Start Rodgers or Ahmed as well, James. Ahmed out of those two, yeah. Constitution Hill or Lossy Mount. I've heard of Constitution Hill before, so maybe him. I haven't heard of Lossy Mount. I'm not big into the horse racing, Damien. Well, saying that, I'm going to Leopardstown on the 28th. But I've definitely heard of Constitution Hill. Haven't heard of Lossy Mount. Andy Peters, no bother at all. You're flying this season, so you probably didn't even need the advice. But fair play. Hopefully you can stay around your rank for the rest of the season. Start Fabianski or Verbruggen. Fabianski, yeah, Verbruggen. Brentford can probably get one. Brighton have been poor in defence and poor in general over the last few weeks. 7 subs away. Appreciate that other new sub then. We're 7 subs off hitting 7.2k. We can do it. We're so close to it as well. 70 likes on the stream then as well. Unbelievable. We're back down to 8. Right, I need to shut up then. I'll say nothing until we get close to hitting it anyway. We're still so close, 8 subs off hitting it. And if you can at all, head on down there, click subscribe. Right then, this is my team. Odegaard in for Saka, just because set pieces and penalties. And I do think he can return well tonight in Saka's absence. If you don't have enough for Odegaard, Martinelli is be my next shout. If you have enough for Jota, I'd take a punt on Jota, to be honest with you. If you're looking for a 1 week punt, Foden, I'm gonna see how Foden gets on this week or this morning. And but I didn't realise he was 9.2 million. So I'm gonna have to see how I'm gonna fit him into the team if I want him. 1 free transfer: Saka replace Madison or Diaz or Mbeumo or Odegaard. Get Odegaard in. Sub to the man, appreciate that, Damien. Good stuff. Rodgers or Robinson, always start the attacker. Zafran there. Yeah, Rodgers is what I would say. Hall or Trent, easily Hall in there. Let's see if there's any City team news now. Joe Gomez valid for Van Heckerdinia for free. Nothing wrong with that if you can't get the Trent or Van Dijk. Just go for it, yeah. Nothing wrong with that. What else have we then? Gee, Sporting have already sacked their new coach, Joe Pereira, who replaced Amaram in November. Jesus. Appreciate your wonderful content, Zafran. Appreciate you tuning in. Really appreciate that, man. Good stuff. Best of luck for the week. Right, let's see how we get on here. Who else have we? 8 minutes to go. If you haven't subscribed, head on down there, click subscribe on the channel. I'm going to annoy you for another 8 minutes or so. We're 8 subs off hitting 7.2k. There's the bench there then if anyone wants to see the bench. Dibbling, Davies and Vandenberg. How long is he out for? We haven't even played him yet, and so it's alright. Southampton, will he be back for Gameweek 20? He will be. Might play him that week. Team is looking strong though. I'm happy enough with the team. Especially Robinson as well. I know he's playing Chelsea, but not expecting much from him at all. But the weeks thereafter, I think he will. Merry Christmas as well, bro. Zafran, appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying yourself over the break. Guardiola or Lewis? Would you go Robinson? Virgil and Foden or Bruno and Trent of Ahmad, and I'm playing free hit. Free hit. If you're using your free hit, get Jota in. If you're on your free hit, mad enough week to be playing the free hit, Hassan. I won't lie. But if you're picking out of those, Virgil and Foden or Bruno and Trent. Virgil and Foden maybe, or can you get to Trent and Foden if you can, but maybe you can't. That's it. Foden in for Saka. Those fixtures are too good, and City's form will change, right? Maybe. I'm hoping it won't, but we'll see. Pep having a meltdown every week is nice to see. Foden or Diaz? Probably Foden. Diaz, I'm just unsure about him starting tonight is all. Right then, 6 minutes to go to the deadline. Verbruggen or Fabianski? Fabianski this week against Southampton, so go for that. What else have we then? No City teams, it looks like. Get the teams locked in anyway if you can. Jota and Trent. Hassan, if you're on free transfer or free hit, go for it, yeah. Go for it. Right, 6 minutes to go. Cheers to the couple of more likes on the stream then as well. We're on 72 likes. We're so close to hitting 7.2k. We're 8 subs off hitting 7.2k. If you haven't subscribed, we've 40 or so watching the chat at the moment. Head on down there, click subscribe on the channel. And big thanks to everyone who has subscribed throughout the stream also. It is very much appreciated. Plenty more content coming your way then. So tomorrow we've games there, yeah. So I'm probably going to have to do a YouTube video tomorrow to get it out for the 29th or the 27th. Yeah, okay, fair. Get it. So I'll have to do one hungover tomorrow morning. Triple Captain Salah is at word. Save it for the double game week. Save it for the double game week, definitely do. Jota and Trent, Hassan, if you're on free hit, yeah, I'd go for that. Right, 5 minute warning. Do I play Mikalenkovic or Robinson? Prob Robinson. Out of those, Pedro or Kula away to Forest. Prob play Pedro. Right. Play 2 of Pedro, Rogers, or Solanke. Pedro and Solanke probably. Is Joe Gomez playing? Yeah, you should be fine. Save the triple captaincy for the double game week. We're 7 subs off 7.2k. And if you haven't subscribed, head on down there, click subscribe on the channel. We're so close to hitting another milestone. Right then, what else have we on Twitter? No team news, it looks like. Have we got another team to rate? No, we don't. That's all right. Mikalenko or Robinson? Robinson this week. I can see City getting some. Although, most have said Everton have been looking good in defence. So don't sleep on the Everton defence. Salah captain there, all good. Odegaard's in, yeah. Semenyo or Kulusevski? Maybe Kulusevski, you know. When Trent and Jota and Kirkas to Vardiol. Trent and Jota and Kirkas to Vardiol. Nothing wrong with that. On your free hit, that's fine. Only thing about Vardiol though, he's going to be playing centre back with Diaz out suspended or out injured, not suspended. Yeah, lock on Bruno in. Ahmad, Caldwell or JP? Start Ahmad. Start Ahmad, definitely. It's between Joe Pedro and Caldwell. You always start the attacker, but I'd go Ahmad, yeah. Right, 2 minutes to go until the deadline. Last final push on the subs, if you can at all. We're 7 subs off hitting 7.2k. If you are watching, get the team locked in first, and then when you have the team locked in, head on down there, click subscribe on the channel. We should get there before the end of the new year. If not today, that's all good. We're nearly there now. Right then, let's get the team locked in. If that wants to screenshot, lovely. Yeah, Ahmad start there. Mark is what I would say. Team is looking good though. Let's see how we do get on. It's all on the Arsenal and the Liverpool boys, I suppose. But let's see how we go. Right, last minute to go until the deadline. And once again, before you all hop off, thanks for joining in on another stream. We're going nearly 2.5 hours now. So I hope you did enjoy that. And happy Christmas to you all. Looking forward to the full round of games today. Let's see how we do get on. Palmer, Vice, Salah captain. Enzo or Rogers? Enzo, get it locked in quick. Fabianski over Fleck and Zafran, yeah, get it locked in quick there. Lock that in before the deadline goes. 6 subs off now. Get the team locked in first, and then if you can, head on down there, click subscribe. And sounds good. Surely Pedro gets some. "90 minutes of sleep after the deadline." Exactly. Locked and loaded. There we go. A little nap after this then as well. Right then, that's another deadline. Deadline passed. And yeah, all good. Right. That's another deadline. I appreciate you all tuning in. As a CR7 LN10, probably it's time for another nap until the City deadline. We're up early, streaming. Before you go, if you wouldn't mind, before I go and before you go, I suppose then as well, if you wouldn't mind heading on down there, clicking subscribe on the channel and giving the stream then a like. We've got a lot of likes. We're on about 70 likes or so, 75. So appreciate that. Will there be a deadline on Sunday? I'm hoping there will be. I'm going to Dublin for the races on Saturday, but I'm going to bring me streaming stuff with me. I'm going to hope at least it's a later deadline, because I'm going to have a late night that Sunday, or that Saturday night out in Dublin. But I'm going to bring me streaming stuff. Hopefully the Wi-Fi's alright in Dublin, in the house I'm staying in with one of the lads. Let's see. Fingers crossed it will be. But I'm going to bring me stuff with me anyway. But cheers for asking that, and I was meant to tell you that too. But good luck to everyone. Rizwan, Elohim, Hamad, cheers for tuning in. And Abu, good man, love to see that. One last push then before I go. We're 6 subs off. Head on down there, click subscribe if you haven't already. I've said it enough in the last 10 minutes or so. It doesn't matter. We're going to hit it before the new year, and yes, it's all good. But yeah, Odegaard haul hopefully on the way. Big thanks to Mo as well for that donation earlier on the stream then as well. Big shout out, Mo, if you are still watching. Really appreciate that support. That's how I'm locked in. 88k overall. Fingers crossed for another green hour this week to get closer to the top 50k and then push on then for the second half of the season. That'd be lovely. But yeah, right, I'm gonna leave it there. Appreciate you all tuning in. Happy Christmas. Enjoy the games today. Plenty of games to be had. No involvement in the early kickoff for my own team, but I'm still gonna watch it and see how Foden gets on, or even Haaland. Well, I can't even get to Haaland now, so it doesn't matter. But if you own Haaland still, I think you deserve that haul from him this morning, or this afternoon. So let's see how he does get on. But anyway, right. Thanks for watching. Best of luck for the week. That's how we're lined out. Team is well set up for next week then as well. Let's see what happens with the Cunha ban. And yeah, thanks for watching. Best of luck for the week. Happy Christmas to you all. Hopefully we'll see you before the new year. As I said, I am going to bring my stream of stuff to Dublin, and let's see how we get on. And hopefully the Wi-Fi is alright in the house I am in, as I said. But yeah, thanks for watching. Best of luck for the week. Happy Christmas. If I don't see you before the new year, Happy New Year to people. Fingers crossed we do see you before the new year. That's exactly it. Yeah, target 7.2k before the new year. We're only 6 off. We can surely hit that before the new year, so that's lovely. Right then, best luck for the week. Thanks for you all tuning in. Hopefully you get a green arrow. Fingers crossed for a Salah haul and an Odegaard haul tomorrow evening. And yeah, best luck for the week. We'll see you in the next video.